Hey, hey, hey! Happy Monday, everyone! Another week of wrestling is about to be in the books. I'm here to stream Monday Night Raw today. It is March 9th, and we are in it, baby. We are in WrestleMania season, so hopefully today's Raw turns out to be good. Now, they haven't really promoted that much on their website. They only got a couple of things. Check it. They have the women's intercontinental title #1 contenders gauntlet match, excuse me. And this one actually looks like it could be fun because you got Asuka, Lyra, Io, Bailey, and Raquel, as well as Ivy Nile. And then they also have Oba Femi versus Rusev. So, like, poor Rip Rusev, guys. Oba's about to take his lights out. And then we got Penta versus El Grande Americano for the Intercontinental title. So they better not do no shenanigans around here. But that's all that's been listed on WWE's website. I don't know if they have announced anything last minute on socials or anything. But all I've seen so far is the stuff that's on the website. So I'm old school, guys. I still check websites. Literally, I'm old school like that. All right. So if they announced anything on social, I did not see it. But if it's on the website, then I saw it. Alrighty, everyone. But seriously, thank you to everybody who's hanging out with us, who is here to have a good time. We're about to start in about a minute. I'm very excited about this week, by the way. It's officially show week. Most of you guys have probably seen me promote all over social media about my show that's taking place this Saturday. I'm making my debut at the Hollywood Improv. Still fucking weird. Every time I say it, I feel like I'm talking about somebody else. Like, I don't feel like I'm talking about me. I feel like I'm talking about somebody else. Anyways, I'm promoting, 5 dates left, and I found out from our ticket people that handle everything, because every Monday they tell me like where I'm at and stuff. And dude, like, we only have a couple tickets left, and I can't even believe it. So I'm like pushing so that we can sell those and see what happens. So we'll see. But either way, I'll talk more about that as the entire freaking stream goes on. I got plenty of time to get into all of that. Also, let me see what else we got in here. Let's see. We're about to start in about 12 seconds, by the way. We also got Uncle Dunk in the building who says, good evening. Watch my first ever Eve show. It was a fun show. Great to see Charlie wrestling again. I've heard nothing but great things about this show. I've been hearing a lot of people like shout out Charlie, and I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it. So there's nothing better than, even if you don't get to see a show, when you hear people talking about it, it really does create a lot of buzz for future events. So I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you so much, Uncle Donk. We also got Sheldon Jackson, who continues his streak here by gifting a DWO membership. Right on, Sheldon Jackson. All right, thank you, Sheldon. We also got Matt Rakeel here, says, what's good, DWO and Denise? Amazing Eve show yesterday. Charlie killed it. Guess I'm taking a virtual trip every week with my AEW. Very happy to hear that AEW is doing that. Let me get the audio because Raw is about to start. All right, guys, our daily audio check. Let me know how it's looking. How it's sounding. There you go. I'm very happy to hear, by the way, again, another person shout out the show. That's really awesome. And yeah, I saw that AEW announced my AEW. And truthfully, I think that it's a really good thing that they're doing that. All to have everything in one place is so much better. And I think wrestling fans are kind of craving that right now. Like, everyone's kind of tired of going through like 50,000, websites and shit just to watch wrestling. Thank you so much, Matt Rakeel. All right, do you guys need the sound louder? Or is it fine? I'm seeing people say it's okay. Just want to make sure that it's all right. Also, please welcome our Bunk ID, who's a brand new viewer here on the live stream. Welcome, man. Welcome. Let's see. Everyone's saying it sounds good. Great. Awesome. Yay. Perfect. Incredible. Cool. Love it. All right. Plus, we also got, what do we got in here? We got Fuzzy Balls. Hey, Fuzzy Balls, welcome back to the stream once again. Fuzzy Ball here says, if Raquel doesn't win, I would be so bummed. She totally deserves a singles title. Look, regardless of whoever wins this #1 contenders match, they're not going to defeat AJ Lee for the title. Like, I don't think they are. Oh, shit, look how great Oba Femi looks. Like, even if Raquel wins the #1 contenders matchup, I don't think she's defeating AJ Lee. because AJ Lee, I presume, will go into WrestleMania as Intercontinental Champion. So I'm just saying, you know, don't get your hopes up because it might not happen. I really, truly do not think she's dropping the title before WrestleMania. But what we can hope for is some banger of some matches. That we can hope for. Thank you so much, Fuzzy Balls. We got Victaru in the building. Hey, Victaru. Victaru says, hey, DWO peeps and queen, I hope you're doing well. And all I care about from Raw is the women's match. Yeah, same. As of right now, I am looking forward to Oba Femi versus Rusev because I've been enjoying the Oba Femi squash matches. Like what he did to the Miz the last on when was it? Friday? Yeah, Friday. It was so fun to see him just go in there and be like, I'm gonna kill this guy. And his facial expressions are so good, so spot on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say that I'm excited for that one too. Also, Victoria freaking gifted 10 DWO membership. Victoria, thank you so much, dude. I'm gonna kick things off by sending you some good karma, man. Thank you so much for that, for the love and for all of the kindness that you have shown on multiple streams. So thank you so much, man. All right. Cueing my Matthew McConaughey. Andy Nerschel says Danhausen cursing the Miz when the guy hasn't won a match in 2 years. Andy, that's exactly what I've been saying. I'm like, how the hell is he gonna curse the Miz? No offense, but the Miz kind of has nothing to lose. Like, what is there to lose? Bro has been taking RKOs and stunners and any other signature move that you can think of from like a million people throughout the years. There's nothing that this man can lose. Thank you, Andy.
This is Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle.
They're in Seattle. You know, I've never actually been to Seattle. I've been to Washington, but not Seattle, though. But I've always wanted to go. A lot of people say, like, good things about it, you know? What's up? Yeah, hell yeah. We got Nico, my G's here, who got a membership. Fuck yeah, dude. Thank you. Congrats. All right, let's see what Pierce has to say.
Normally, I'd be out here to enthusiastically welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw, but tonight, I have some unfortunate business to attend to.
Oh, no. What is it?
In the sense that it's time to have a conversation with somebody that's made himself well known over the last month or so. Somebody that I happen to know is in the building tonight.
Are we talking about
Seth?
Okay, I'm on Seth, maybe Seth. Okay, just making sure I'm on the same page here as Adam Pierce. I was afraid he was about to make like a bad announcement or something.
The is in the building tonight, and it's time for you and I to have a talk face to face.
Thank you so much. It's Rabbit. I appreciate the kind comment.
Me in the ring.
Yeah, for a second, I'm like, who's he talking about? Okay, glad that I got the vibe here. I was honestly afraid. Oh, there's
Seth, I know you're here.
Masked man. Pull up your pants. Why is his pants so baggy? Pull them up. Oh, no, there's more. Oh, no, there's more. No, there's more. We're never. Oh, they're like, guys, it's official. They're laid it in thick with the masked man stuff. They're like, oh, you guys criticized it? Well, guess what? You're going to get 500 more. Instead of where's Waldo, it's where's Seth. Oh my God. What are they doing? Are they about to get ready for a game of, okay, I get what they were trying to do. Well, what? They were like, yeah, let's all just move around like fun cups and see if you can spot the right one. Oh my God. Why did they have to do the dance? Why?
Seth, you and I have known each other for a long time.
That is hilarious.
But I do need
yeah,
to
they
talk
did
to
get
you.
flash mob vibes.
Listen, we see eye to eye. I do not like the vision.
I mean, they could have at least done that choreography to the song, maybe turn down the lights, put some little effects so that it could kind of look cool. But instead, it was just like weird.
But it's not my job to like or dislike people. It is my job to be the general manager of Monday Night Raw. So I want you to hear it directly from me. What you've been doing for the last month with all the black masks, it's unacceptable.
Come on, they're just out there dancing happily in the ring. No big deal. Oh my God.
Not because I don't think the Vision deserves it. Yeah, I think they deserve it. But because, Seth, you had surgery less than 5 months ago. So I know you know how dangerous it is, what you've been doing week in and week out. And yeah, the drive-by attack and the escape, it's worked every time. But let me ask you this. What happens when it doesn't? Because you get away or you have other guys in masks. I understand it. I understand it, but I don't like it because there's going to come a time when you don't get away. And when the Vision gets their hands on you, then what happens? And have you thought about that? Because you're not medically clear. So the way I look at it, best case scenario, you and I come to an agreement, we nip it in the bud, we stop it now. Because I'm telling you as a man, the worst case scenario is that they get their hands on you. And when they do get their hands on you, that worst case scenario means it's the end of Seth freaking Rollins.
Man, what are they doing to Seth, guys? They're gonna not do the masked man stuff anymore. Like, come on, guys. Seth Rollins is cooler than that. They gotta ditch the masked man stuff. It just came across way too hokey today. Like, come on now. It reminded me of like my theater when I had to do theater.
Freaking Rollins.
Okay, let's see what the Vision has to say. Oh my gosh, we got to talk about Logan Paul, by the way.
When is now, because we are about to beat the brakes out of all of your masked minions, and the biggest moron out of all of you, Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth, there's a bullet with your name on it. And we don't give a damn how many masked idiots you got. They ain't gonna take it for you. So I guess, consider this worst case scenario.
Okay, why aren't his masked man doing anything? They're just out there standing. Okay, there you go. Wait, why is Seth putting the mask back on? Why is he putting it back on?
Rollins has got some.
Why are they dancing?
Absolute chaos.
What are they doing? This is so.
The Visionary had a plan.
This reminds me of that game where you put the coin in the cup and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna spin it really fast and see if you can still spot which cup has the coin." You know, the one that they play at baseball games. Oh my God. Oh, wow, what a great reaction for LA Knight. Wow. The funny part was they did the little dance when Seth was like already out of the ring, by the way. Oh my God, I want to cry. I want to cry. All right, well, at least LA Knight got a decent reaction here tonight. Let's see if he can bring something good to this segment.
With a car a couple of months back. And now Logan Paul from behind, and this of course the MO of the Vision, the numbers game.
All right, now the Usos out there going to help out LA Knight because they're kind of like buddy now. Oh no, they're walking! Bro, your friend's getting this ass kicked.
Bad blood with the Vision.
Run, Forrest, run!
Take out by Jay.
I can't.
Going after Logan Paul.
Oh my God.
Themselves outnumbered.
They were like, wait, hold on. Let LA Knight get his ass kicked a little bit more. It's a 2-on-1. But hold on, I'm going to make my way out there.
Logan Paul's been left all alone. And Austin Theory saving his partner.
Oh my gosh, this segment's gonna be fun to talk about today. Let me tell you. That's crazy. Clown says at least they didn't yeet down the ramp.
Driven
back again.
I don't know what to make of this segment, guys. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it was too hokey with the masked men stuff. I think they need to not do that with Seth Rollins. Like, Seth Rollins has way too much clout, way too much star power to be held up with some fucking goofballs of masked men. Like, they cannot do Seth Rollins like this. I'm sorry, but this is making Seth Rollins look uncool. We gotta not do that. Literally. Not do that. Like, there's gotta be better ideas out there than just having a bunch of guys out there in masked masks, excuse me, to you know, I don't know, back up Seth Rollins or something. Or maybe Seth Rollins should just go solo. Why does he need anybody, you know? I'm sorry. This was definitely an interesting way to go. But let me go ahead and see what. Here's the thing, though. Manpower Wars is every time Seth opens his mouth, he's the opposite of cool. Look, I know sometimes the promos are not the best, but I much prefer that over what we're seeing right now. I kid you not. I definitely prefer that way over what we're seeing. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We got Yes Boy, who says, Denise, did the time zone change affect you? Yeah, you know, I've been waking up like so normally I wake up like at 8 in the morning, sometimes a little earlier, depending on like how busy the day is. And yesterday I struggled to wake up. I couldn't wake up yesterday. I was like, no, I was supposed to get up at like 7. Yesterday I was supposed to wake up at 7 a.m. Didn't happen. I woke up at 10 instead. And then today I was supposed to wake up at 8. And then instead I woke up at 10. So I'm still not used to the little 1 hour change. Thank you. Yes, boy. We got Henry Kiernan who says, hey, Denise, how are you doing today? Ready for Raw? I am doing good, guys. I've been running around in circles. This week is a busy one. Tomorrow I'm going to be at the press conference for Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. Then immediately after that, I'm flying to San Jose. Then I'm going to be in San Jose for AEW Dynamite. And then after that, I fly back Thursday, and it's just nonstop from there. So it just feels like there's a lot going on right now. Like a lot of like even when I'm there's also a lot of planning and things that I have to do before my show, and then things I have to do to like prepare for upcoming interviews and things like that. So you know, there's just a lot of little moving parts going on behind the scenes in my universe that I'm just like trying to keep up, man. And you know, today, like I was eating dinner really quickly right before this, and I was like, all right, cool. We got just enough time to move on to the next thing, or else this is never going to get done. So busy, but very fun. Thank you, Henry. We got Tiffany Kunad in the building. What's up, Tiffany? Tiffany says, hoping for a win for Raquel and Bailey tonight. I feel like Io and Asuka would be better contenders for either, says hoping for a win for Raquel or Bailey tonight. And you're the second person who also shouts out Raquel today. Says, I feel like Io and Asuka would be better contenders for either Stephanie or Liv down the line. I think for me, I want to see what AJ Lee can do with some of the very best wrestlers. I kind of want to see her against Bailey. I want to see her against Lyra. So, but honestly, there's no one in this matchup that I wouldn't want to see her wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she can, whoever that's like in there with her can take her to a good match, especially your top women like your Baileys and your Asukas who are like, you know, really next level. And Io, of course, that one's like, damn, like how would you not want to see that? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, is AJ ready to like step into the ring with like an Io? So we'll see. All right, let me get the audio back.
Underway.
All right, there it is. Thank you, Tiffany.
We
also got McTaro here who says, speaking of Danhausen, can you imagine if he cursed the Vision long before his debut? Dude, he should curse all the masked men, all of them. And then when he does, it should just like, boom, disappear right out of our eyes. Thank you, McTaru.
To get early access.
Okay, let's see.
Excuse me, Jimmy, Jimmy, I know you're trying to leave. Can I just have 2 seconds? Listen, it looks like you guys find yourselves on the same side as Seth Rollins and LA Knight against the Vision. I was just curious if you could...
I don't give a damn about no Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, Austin Theory. They all the same to me. They got to get got, though. You feel me? Let's go.
We got receipts to hand out. You feel me?
Come on, man.
Listen, wait, just one more thing. You know, Jay, I remember a time that you and CM Punk were actually friends. Do you have anything to say about his comments to your cousin Roman Reigns last week regarding your family?
Ooh, Jackie stirring
I
the
ain't got nothing
pot.
to say to CM Punk. Forget him. Let's go. Hold on. Maybe we do got something to say.
Oh, I was gonna say, are they gonna, maybe be a stronger force by Roman's side once again? Maybe. All right, we got. Oh, the gauntlet start. Oh yeah, never mind. That's the video game. Wait, never mind. I'm so stupid. I thought the match was starting, or maybe it is. I don't know. They're showing the game. I don't know. By the way, we got Infamous Raider Loco. It says, "Hey, my fearless leader, and Lil Loco and I are ready for some Raw. I'm personally praying I see." Okay, good. The match is starting. I'm not an idiot. Yay. He says, I'm personally praying I see my Dark Queen La Primera today and women's matches make up for last week. Oh yeah, you're right, because last week we didn't have like any women's matches, and it was kind of like, oh no, like let's not do that. We did have womenmen's segments, but come on, we also want to see the women wrestle. So, in a way, yeah, like this should take up a nice, like, what, 30 minutes if they let, like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. I don't know if that's too long for a gauntlet, but that seems like a pretty decent amount of time for a gauntlet where you can, get a couple of minutes with all of these matches. So I'm going to say that should kind of take up like the rest of the first hour. So I'm really excited to see what they cook up here. Thank you, Frank. We also got D. Martin 5th here who says, Seth's Masked Man reminds me of Sting's Army in WCW. Well, I had a lot of people here, by the way, that were mentioning Retribution. A lot of people were getting Retribution vibes. As long as they don't start fucking like going on the mat and doing these like weird,
this is the first women's
I don't even know what you want to call it, seizure-like effects that Retribution was doing that I think were a little bit better off than Retribution, but still, you don't want to give any Retribution vibes ever. Thank you, D. Martin 5th. We got Fuzzy Balls who says that, could you believe the couple of WWE fans who paid for all those dislikes using bots on Cody Rhodes, getting the belt to polish it up for Randy? I do think Randy should win. Someone mentioned this to me, and I've been seeing it on social media. I don't even know how people do that. Like legit, I did not know you could even do that. So that's actually really terrifying, by the way, and really, if that's legit and people are wasting their money on that, that has got to be the dumbest way to ever spend your money. Like, there are people starving out there. There are people on the streets. Give them, $5-10 or something instead of buying dislikes on social media. That's crazy. So yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing until all of this started going around. Thank you, Fuzzy Balls. We got Uncle Dunk who says, is Seth even cleared? Has he taken any bumps or anything? I don't think so, but I'm sure he is, though. Thank you, Uncle Dunk.
What type of strategy do you imply when it comes to the gauntlet, especially starting things off?
You're going to try to look for quick pinfalls, any sort of opportunity to capitalize.
All right, here we go. Oh, we're kicking off with Lyra and Io, by the way. That should be good. Let's get some women's graps on. Women's graps on right now. That's what we're going to get out of this. By the way, Brandon Rosen, in regards to the previous segment, says that segment brings back 2019 Dark Order vibes. Ooh. Thanks, Brandon.
Pretty quickly.
By the way, we also got Rudio1. Hey, Rudio, DWO member here says WrestleMania crunch time. Denise stays busy. Yo, I'm trying, man. This is going to be my busiest next 2 months from now until WrestleMania is just going to be nonstop, man. But that's kind of the way I like it, But I got to tell you, I feel like this year has been the fastest year of my life. But I also think this year has just been going by fast in general. So let me know if you guys feel the same way, because I feel like this year is flying. It's ridiculous. Nice. I like how they're kind of sizing each other up right now. Thank you, Rudio. We also got Tracy here who says, yay, Seth's back. I trust him and we'll turn this around. I hope so, Tracy. I really do, because I do think Seth is better than having to be around this silly nonsense. Thank you, Tracy. Happy Monday.
This also provides an opportunity for AJ to study her potential opposition.
Joseph Boza, I will be streaming here the day of AEW Revolution, so I'll be hanging out with all of you guys, watching Revolution together, and streaming and doing a post show and all of that. Thank you, Joseph.
Posted on social media just a bit ago her thoughts on this match.
Yeah, Ron Stollop here says 120 annual subscription for my AEW. You can watch all of 2026 AEW pay-per-views live. Dude, that's like a massive fucking deal because every pay-per-view is like what, 50 bucks, I think? Sorry, it's been a second. I use Triller, so I don't remember exactly the cost. Because Triller, it's like 20 bucks when you change your VPN. But I think for the US, I think it's like 50, right? That's a massive freaking deal, dude. Like, insane. Insane. I'm gonna definitely get my AEW. I'm gonna look into it because I haven't actually gone and checked out the website yet, but I want to because sometimes HBO Max just pisses me off. So I think I might be better watching on my AEW, but I haven't taken the time to read all the details yet, though.
Congratulations to Tatum Paxley at NXT, and look at Lyra Valkyria now up to the second rope. Oh, and he hung up on the top rope and falls to the floor. Here comes Lyra.
Nice. We got Nick the Creator here who says, absolutely a steal. The pay-per-views, Dynamite, Collision, and Ring of Honor. And everything's airing live, right? Also, guys, give me 1 second. I'm sweating bullets. I got to turn the AC on. Give me 1 second. Hang out with the chair. John Cena is hosting.
Let's go.
Stay close. All right, sorry about that, guys. It got really hot in here. It's like 75 degrees in here, and I have the lights on, so they add like extra fucking sweat. Let me mute the commercials. Hold on. All right, mute the commercials. Yeah, it just got way too hot in here, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna melt by the time the show's over. And I'm wearing shorts too, and I can already feel like I'm getting sticky and stuff. So definitely do not want to melt on this damn show. Let me see what we got here. We got Gongcast. It says he signed up for my AEW on his phone, but the free match wouldn't play. Seems like the website is halfway there. I haven't logged on yet, so I do not know. I'll probably take a look at it maybe tomorrow or something. When I got a little bit more time to like mess around and look at the actual website and stuff. Okay, by the way, we got Uncle Donk here who says this match should have opened the show. I think so too. Imagine how cool it would have been just to start with some women's wrestling and being like, hey, everybody was mentioning the fact that there was no women's matches on last week's Raw, but hey, here we go, front and center. But you know how it is. Raw usually likes to kick off with a little segment. That's just the way they roll. Thank you, Uncle Donk. We got Cyclops here who says, about to spend my car note on dislike on Denise Vince. Honestly, at this point, I was about to say, like, I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet, or maybe it has. I don't know. It's crazy out there, guys. It's crazy. But I feel like YouTube should not be allowing that. If that's legit, like, YouTube should not be allowing that, because I would be pretty messed up. Like, pretty messed up. Thank you. Cyclops is better than Wolverine. All right. Let me go through some more comments and see what everyone's saying. We got, let me see. Let me get some shout outs too. I'm going through the comments. Spam the comments, guys. If you're here, let me know what you guys are up to. Everything. Thank you, Nick the Creator. He says all events do air live. Holy shucks. So you get everything for that much? That is not bad at all, man. Like, literally. Also, shout out to OG01JP who's hanging out with us here today. We got Jordan from Canada. We got Jake Daniels here. We got Ray Santiago, who I'm going to see this Saturday. We got Big Head Carl. Says, kind of hoping Lyra's gone by commercial end. Why, Carl? Why? I like Lyra. What's up, Big Buzz? All right, we're back on Raw. Hold on.
The new number one contender for AJ.
Gotta get the audio going.
Continental Championship. This is the first two women.
Also, shout out to Vish Rucker. What's up, man? Raw, Vishra Taker. There's no way I would ever wrestle, bro. I got no athletic bone in my body. Like, if you guys watch me do anything athletic, you would cringe so hard. You would see the world's worst wrestler in me. I don't think I'd be good at promos either. I just can't. It's a different skill than what I do. It's a different skill.
Oh, what a backbreaker.
All right, we're back on the matchup here.
And now Sky looking to rally.
Hey, we did have Vigos Lady in the building. What's up, Vigos Lady?
For the bullet train attack.
Eric Diaz says, chilling, watching Raw and drinking a coffee. Nice. Is it an iced coffee? Because if it's an iced coffee, I'm going to be so jealous of you.
Io going to head up, maybe looking for over the moonsault, but Lyra Valkyria.
I like that this match is getting time, by the way.
Big right hand from Valkyria. Irish whip to the opposite turnbuckle.
Ooh.
Look at Io go.
A tremendous balance. Lyra wrench into a kick.
Go, EO.
You can tell Io's doing
Well, I like
her
both
best
of them,
to
so
pace
go both of them. Both these women. Both these women.
Lyra, it still could be a
Like,
very,
flip a
very
coin.
long
I'm good
night.
with
What
either.
about Lyra? I think right now Lyra needs to figure out what's going to turn the tides back into her.
Yes, boys, shout out to your new pink Crocs. I'm actually not wearing the pink Crocs today. Today I'm doing the good old little boots.
Went for the sunset flip. But Lyra Valkyria works out of it. Oh,
nice. I love a good Inseguri. Fleet Pete says, I can imagine Denise saying, excuse me, though. Excuse me. Excuse me. Trying to bust my inner Vicky Guerrero.
And Fisherman suplex by
Oh, good. Eric Diaz says, yes, iced coffee. Well, then, my friend, I am jealous of you. I love iced coffee. I was almost going to get some today, but then I told myself, no, Denise, no. Because I was going to go to Starbucks and get some, but then I said, no, Denise, too much sugar. Go home and drink some water. That's what I told myself. So here I am with my sad ass water.
Well, the match could go on for a while. High stakes. Intercontinental title opportunity.
We got Arthur here who says, who do you think will win between Lyra or Io? Honestly, I would say probably Io. I can't imagine Io getting eliminated from the gauntlet this early on. So I'm going to have to say Io.
The counter with a stop.
I think maybe Io takes it all the way. Maybe she loses in the last match. Maybe, I don't know. But I do think Io wins right now.
Sky gonna head up top, making it look effortless to the over the moonsault.
Yep, there it is.
Io Sky advances.
Nice.
Lyra Valkyria has been eliminated.
Another heartbreaker for Lyra.
Yeah, see, this one was pretty much, I just said that I can see Io going. Okay, Raquel's coming in. Raquel's a favorite to win this today from what I've been seeing on the chat.
Raquel Rodriguez. We heard what she had to say last week. She's been focused on this match. Liv Morgan.
Oh, hey, Juan, can you remind me about this in the commercial? I do want to talk about the video, by the way. Can you please remind me? I want to get to that when it's commercials, where I could actually really open up.
Absolutely right. Here comes the genius of the Sky.
Nice. Oh, no, she caught her. She caught her.
Game-changing power. Land on her feet.
Rowdy Cat says, don't call it sad ass water. Call it healthy ass water.
Oh, but a back elbow.
Have my healthy ass water. There you
now
go.
Rodriguez with a
But the water isn't as fun as the iced coffee, though, Rowdy the Cat. Come on. There's no whipped cream, caramel, you know, a little crunch. A little crunch with the little crunchy brown sugar. Oof.
And there's a corkscrew Vader elbow. And here's the cover now by Raquel. Io able to grab the bottom rope.
You got your boy KJ here, says let's effing go. Raquel is my pick to win this gauntlet.
Realizing you want to.
I was gonna say if she eliminates Io, that would be a big elimination for Raquel.
Now lifting Io up, maybe
the fact that she's been hitting her with all her power moves here. Well, never mind, because actually Io just avoided a. Okay, Io's bouncing back.
She's almost there. And now Io Sky. From the top rope, Raquel moves out of harm's way. And now Rodriguez.
Oh, Jesus, Lord.
Raquel has won a gauntlet match
She
in her
made
career.
Io look so
Look at the double
tiny.
that count.
She
Four
looked like
times.
she
Bang.
grew
What
50
impact by
sizes during that.
Rodriguez.
And then how she did that like split-legged as she went backwards. Yo, that was crazy.
You don't know who might
That
show
was
up.
crazy. All right, let me mute the commercials. I liked that. That was fun. All right, we got Infamous Riddle. Now I'm thinking that Raquel does defeat Io after that big ass whata. Infamous Riddle Local says, starting off with the Get the Take match. Loved your Lola interview. Oh, thank you for watching that. He says that Latina is so amazing. Bummed I'll be near you and Reg, but not going to Dynamite unless I can get a last minute ticket. We shall see. Dude, are they sold out already? Because the last time I checked, I think they still had tickets, did they not, for San Jose? Yeah, so I'm very excited to go to the show in San Jose. It's Reg's birthday on Wednesday, so me and Will definitely want to see Reg on the day of his birthday. So we figured, like, let's all go get together and have a good time, that kind of day. So I'm looking forward to that. I have not seen Will since All In. So I haven't seen him in person in nearly a year, which is fucking crazy, man. Crazy. So anyways, very excited to see my friends this Wednesday. Thank you, Frank. If you can make it, let us know, because I'd love to meet you in person. We also got Spike Hunter here, who gifted a DWO membership, keeping his streak alive. Yo, we're getting some streaks around here. Oh man, thank you, Spike Hunter. And hold on, we got to pull up the graphic. Streak! And I only put this picture because the Undertaker's face is really funny in that. All right, we got Sheldon Jackson here, who says, did you get to see the Charlie Dakota Kai versus Chris Statlander match from Wrestle Kingdom 8 yesterday? It was really good. WWE fumbled that bag with her. No, Sheldon, but I have heard nothing but amazing things about it. You're the third person to bring it up today. And I always say this, every time I don't watch something, if it's good, I'll hear about it. And trust me, I have been seeing this on the timeline. I've been hearing it from you guys, all of that. And that makes me really fucking happy, man. Thank you, Sheldon. We got King Pope here, who says, been subscribed longer than I have been a member. Oh, no, I believe it. Thank you, King Pope. Thank you. We got Fuzzy Balls here, who says, did you see that Thea Hales video on Sunday? New fan here. Fuzzy Balls. So I did see Thea Hales video, and it broke my fucking heart, man. She's 22 years old. If I were going through something like that at 22, I do not know how I would handle it. And I implore everyone here to kind of think about themselves at 22 years old, and if you would be able to kind of handle that. If you are any person in any sort of it doesn't matter whether you're in wrestling or anything, like if you are putting yourself out there on the internet for people to see, or on TV or wherever you're doing, let me get the audio back. Hold on.
Down Io Sky. It has been
if you're putting yourself out there, no matter what, you're gonna get some hate, and it's almost unavoidable. But here's the thing, though, and this is something that I've learned, and it took me a really long time. When you get so much hate, you have to find, and I've trained myself now to like try to find a way to realize that
something else.
You can't let it get to you, because people will try to tear you down and tear you apart. And it sucks, and people get really ugly on the internet. I deal with it every single day on multiple social media apps, and so do a lot of people. So I just hope that she's able to find a way to like not let it get to her, because it could really mess with you, man. It could really, really mess with you, especially when she is a young girl. And it really sucks, and I hate that people are like this, and I wish they weren't. But it's like, unfortunately, those kinds of people that go and attack people, they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. They're never going to stop. Here's Stephanie. And there's almost like, sadly nothing we can do about it, you know? All right, I like that we're getting a brawl here with Stephanie and with Liv.
La Primera bringing the fight to Liv Morgan.
Oh no, this may be the reason Raquel loses. She seems a little distracted. Yep. Ref, go. And Io continues. All right, now I'm thinking Io really does continue all the way to the last matchup. Nice. So yeah, I really wish that everybody could kind of share what helps them deal with social media hate, so that you can realize that you're not alone in this. You have support, and just because you get hate from a large group of people doesn't mean that everyone hates you. You know. So I was even thinking about making a video on this, because I feel like there are so many healthier ways to navigate social media hate and criticism. And I want to see people spread the, oh yeah, this is gonna screw Io for her next match. I want to see people spread the good mindset, so that maybe it helps others in situations like this. Thank you, Fuzzy Balls.
Get this out of control and upset Raquel Rodriguez out of harm's way. And Io Sky now is in another match.
All right, so now, by the way, if I were Raquel, she should be mad at Liv, because like Liv and Stephanie caused that distraction for her.
Ivy. Rolling her to the cover. Hooks both legs. Ivy Niles eliminated Io Sky.
Well, I mean, look, that happened because of Raquel's attack, by the way.
How smart was that?
I wonder if we're going to get into a program with Raquel and Io. That would be fun. But also a massive win for Ivy Nile, even if it didn't really. I thought Bailey would defeat Io to get her spot. So now I think it'll just be like Bailey defeats Ivy. I think she's the last one, right? Oh my God, look at Io. Me when I keep hitting snooze on the alarm and I won't wake up. My husband trying to wake me up. That was funny. All right, guys. Sorry, my brain works in memes.
Raquel is that you can't take your eye off the ball at any point in this matchup. Bailey paid too much attention to Io and is now paying for it.
And it's Ivy Nile in control as this gauntlet match continues.
All right, we're on a commercial break.
Let's get ready to do.
But yeah, honestly, and this is something that I feel like, you know, so many people deal with, like, even if you're not like on TV, but you're posting on social media. I mean, you guys have seen it. Everybody here that's been on social media, I'm sure you guys have seen people get attacked where you're like, damn, they really attacked that person for that? Really? That's kind of lame. But you see it and it happens. And you're just like, you just got to, you know, it takes a lot of work, but eventually you kind of just, you get better at handling it. You really, really do get better at handling it as the years go by, but you do really got to keep a really strong mindset. And I have had people in my life that reach out to me and they tell me about, you know, the hate and the drama that they're dealing with. And I try to tell them like, hey, this is what helped me. Maybe this can help you. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it is something that more people than you realize are going through, and some people just stay quiet about it, and it sucks because you never know if it's like eating them up alive or something. But I really do think like, and I've been seeing like more things, for example, on the creator side, they have like this, mental health for creators thing that I've been seeing be promoted, and I've been seeing that, and I was like reading up into it, and I was just reading some stuff about like things that people deal with when they're constantly on social media, and it's so fucked up. But at the same time, I always think to myself like, you know, you can just deal with the hate, just deal with the criticism, deal with the weird comments and the weird stuff that happens. You either you have to deal with it, but also like, you know what I'm saying? All the good stuff that come out of this job is not like how I think I'm getting my wording wrong here. What I want to say is I much rather deal with all of the hate and the negative comments than not chase my dream. You know what I'm saying? Like all of the hate is not worth me stopping and me like not continuing my dreams. So I always tell people that like, yeah, it sucks. But is it worth you quitting? Is it worth you giving up? Is it worth you changing your career? Like, yeah, sure, I could be off, you know, doing something else and maybe not getting so much hate on the internet, but would I be happy? So I feel like sometimes we got to think about it like that, and that can kind of help deal with all of that. I don't know. And there's some other things that that I think can truly help. And even in real life, by the way, people also hate real life. You have a situation where maybe a coworker is mad because you have more work than they do. Maybe One second. Hold on. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Oh, it's messing up around here. All right. There we go. It's fine. It'll take a second. It'll take a second, and then it'll be fine. Anyways, I was out here spitting, and then the internet just took a crash on me. But anyways,
spend a lot of her own. And again, the winner of the gauntlet match will face AJ Lee next week for the Intercontinental Championship.
Haters are everywhere. Just keep doing you as the end of it.
This match on social media as we speak. Basically said bye-bye, Looney.
All right, give it a second, everyone.
Rivalry with Valkyrie over the year. Bailey able to escape the rear chinlock, and Ivy continuing to soldier forward into an elbow. Bailey has to go and win in her career.
Let me know when I come back, by the way.
World champion.
If once my video gets clear, just let me know.
The WWE title at SummerSlam a couple of years ago.
Ooh.
Very common knowledge how highly Bailey thinks of the Intercontinental Champion AJ Lee.
Oh, nice back suplex by Bailey, and Bailey firing up.
Bailey would love to test herself and to beat the
Yeah, it usually takes like a few minutes and then it comes back. But yeah, I already rebooted yesterday. I actually rebooted everything.
Oh, running knee by Bailey.
Tested everything. Everything's great. I actually looked more into it, and a lot of the lag has to do with the fact that I'm streaming on StreamYard and I'm sharing on 2 streams. So like, not I'm streaming, I'm recording and streaming on 2 different streams, and so it requires a lot more energy, like your normal average regular stream, you know. So because I'm screen sharing and everything, it just like it is what it is.
This time, kick in the corner.
Anyways, Ivy is getting an advantage at it, Bailey. Like the fact that you're getting this, like that's pretty good for Ivy. To have some in-ring match time with Bailey. That's sick.
Ivy can't allow herself to get too overcome, especially doing with better case in point. Back of the neck. Bailey now. What on earth is Bailey looking to do here?
Oh, damn. Look at it. Nasty. Oh, the way I just look. Good luck there, by the way. All right, I'm gonna refresh my not my internet, my stream. So I'm gonna go away for like 30 seconds, everybody. Do not freak out, I will be back. So just give it a second. Let me just refresh the stream. So I'll be back. It'll take a second, no worries.
European uppercut.
All right, let me know if I'm good again. If I'm good, let me know if that worked. Ooh, I'm like, I can't show that.
This is incredible.
All right, let me know if that worked.
Here all night.
If it did, please keep me posted.
Good hand. Ivy Nyla winning this gauntlet match. Bailey,
I was about to say, oh my God, there's no way. I would be so surprised if Ivy defeated Bailey.
Bailey's ever experienced. All
right.
blood.
It was good. Okay. Fuck, when I said it's kind of oh man. You know what I might end up doing? I might have to lower my resolution on oh no, right when I thought it was getting better. I might have to lower my resolution at some point on StreamYard, because I did hear that does happen, by the way. Whenever your resolution is too high, it like fucks up.
We're about to find out. Ivy trying to
Did
place
that
Bayley
work?
in a more favorable position.
Did it work, or did it just like
Superplex on tap.
all right, let me know if I'm back or if it's all fucked still.
Superplex delivered. Weird landing, and Ivy Nile now.
Okay, people are saying it's lagging
Wendy
again.
Uranagi, did you
¿Por
see the way
qué?
Bayley's
¿Por
head
qué?
just,
Why is it lagging?
The momentum.
I do
carrying
not
Bayley outside the
know.
ring, but what a move.
All right, let me refresh one more time.
Most underrated women
One more time.
in WWE today.
And Ivy realized that.
How to roll?
Bayley trying to drag herself back into
All right, keep me
Bayley
posted
out
if that
to the
works.
second rope, went for the elbow. Ivy got her feet up, driving Bayley to the bottom rope, landed awkwardly, and again falls out of the ring.
Ivy utilizing those powerful legs of hers to shrug Bayley off.
What a
Okay.
hard-hitting affair.
All right, we got some people are saying it's clear. Okay.
Bayley, elbow
All right, all
on
right.
the apron, and Ivy
Nice,
just
nice.
collapses.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bayley not allowing Ivy to roll
No,
out of
I
the
don't got
ring.
anything
The
going
veteran
on at the
looking for
back in the
cover, perhaps.
background.
Oh, a little
It
more
just
insurance.
happens.
Bayley to belly.
All right, let's see. If anything, I'll just refresh again afterwards and if it happens again.
Bayley advances in the gauntlet.
Oh, thank you so much.
Ivy
Wait,
Nile
Ivy just shit.
eliminated.
What a fight.
Oh wait, okay, never mind. Sorry, I got confused there for a second. I got distracted with the internet stuff. I forgot Asuka was the last one we needed in here. Maybe the Asuka gets the W. She was one of my top picks for this gauntlet, by the way. Yeah, she was one of my top picks.
And here comes the Empress of Tomorrow, fresh as a daisy. Bayley just survived a grueling battle with Ivy Nile.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, like
Oh,
Jesus. Like Asuka hasn't really had a chance to really do anything as of late. Like she's kind of like her biggest role has been yelling at Kyrie. And that's kind of lame. Like, come on, like we gotta do something more with Asuka. So maybe Asuka could take this W, especially the way they're kind of viciously attacking Bayley at the moment.
Look at this. Bang.
Yeah, that was nasty too, because she was like her whole body weight on the back of her head. Like that's so nasty. All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna make sure my stream is live. Yes. All right, my stream is live. Woo! All right. Let me catch up here with the super chat because I know we do got a couple here. Let me see. Where did I leave off? Hold on. 1 second. Almost there. I'm scrolling. Hold on. All right. Oh, yes. We're with Nightwolf here. Nightwolf, thank you so much, man. He says 316 day next Monday. Oh, thank you for reminding me. He says in Texas, will Stone Cold show up to Raw? Oh, it's in Texas next week. I didn't realize Raw was in Texas next week. He says, will Stone Cold show up? Raw also, who is answering Brock's open challenge? Please don't be LA Knight. Yuck. Look, I still got my fingers crossed that it will be Obafemi. But, my friends, I'm not so sure about that. We had thrown out the theory of also Seth Rollins being an option, considering that Seth Rollins took out Paul Heyman last week. So maybe Brock will try to get some revenge for his wise man, Paul Heyman. So that's a possibility too. Thank you, Nightwolf. We got Hugh Fitzowler the second. Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, still think Lyra isn't buried, Denise. I don't think she won a TV match yet this year. Booking ain't even using her best attribute in ring skills. I don't think she's buried. I just think that the focus is not on her right now. And we've been seeing this a lot lately, like on TV. I once interviewed Tommaso Ciampa. And Tommaso Ciampa gave me this really good analogy. So I'm going to steal his analogy. He kind of says that the way that he sees TV time on wrestling, he almost sees it like a Ferris wheel, right? Like you get into the cart and you go up, and then there's that very top spot where you get like the best view. He equated that to like getting your TV time. And he's like, it's kind of like a Ferris wheel. Like, you know, everybody goes around and they get their turn at the top to get a good look at the view, basically saying like that would be you getting your TV time, your focus, your storyline, etc. Now, of course, there are people that are always, closer to being to the top. Those are your top stars. But for everybody else that are not those top stars, you do kind of see them get, cycled in and cycled out. I do not think Lyra is getting buried. I think getting buried, we would know if she was, but she's still in there. She's still doing stuff. She's still having matches every now and then. Obviously, we could do more. She's a former IC champ, multi-IC champ at this point. But I don't think she's getting buried, guys. I just think their attention's just the build and the attention and the focus is just not on her right now. Thank you so much for the super chat, dude. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Lyra, and I want to continue seeing her grow. I mean, like, look at Bayley too. She's another person. Like, mostly everybody in this matchup needs something going on, I was just saying that about Asuka. Look at Bayley. We don't even know if Bayley's going to be at the WrestleMania card. Who else? Win this, get an opportunity at the Intercontinental title, maybe. Oh, most of these girls. Like, we don't even know what Io is going to be doing at WrestleMania. Thank you, Hugh.
Counters in almost a stretch muffler type submission.
We also got Mike Parker collects here who says that year was going fast until the last week in February. Have cool things 3 in a row, and it feels like it's taking forever to get there. Museum display on March 14th, big event March 21st, finishing with Squared Circle Expo. Hey, Mike, I hope I get to see you there. I'm going to be there at Squared Circle Expo, by the way. I'm going to be doing media, so I hope to see you there, Mike Parker. I would love to meet you in person. I haven't booked my trip yet, but I will be there. Thank you, Mike.
Kicks again to Bayley.
I'm glad that you have all of those cool things coming up too, man. It's nice to have things to look forward to.
Center of the ring. Bayley looking for the tap out win here. Asuka trying to roll toward the bottom rope and force some sort of break. And now Bayley's going to have to break as they roll out to the apron, and Asuka grabs the rope.
Well, he stressed the importance of ring awareness. Asuka
like this right now, what we're seeing between Bayley and Asuka, like those are two of the strongest wrestlers that we have in WWE, like legit. And we don't really get to see them that often.
Bayley, that's vintage Bayley there as she delivers that drop kick underneath the bottom.
I don't even remember the last time we got to see Bayley and Asuka like against each other one-on-one like this.
Notice Bayley hobbling a little bit.
Also, thank you very much, Alan Masado, for the nice comments. I went with pink today.
Big, what a knee.
Oh, see, look at that. Look at that. That was nasty. I was trying to watch my Willow shirt.
Bayley, though, able to fire off the ropes into a clothesline. And now Bayley with a running knee. Cover. Is it enough to advance?
Asuka's knee was like way heavier than Bayley's knee.
And Bayley showing some frustration. Again, we talked earlier, Corey, the importance of being a part of WrestleMania this year. You win the Intercontinental title, you're going to be a part of WrestleMania. No doubt about it. Bayley didn't have.
We got Uncle Donk here who says, do these people know wrestling isn't real? Also, why get mad at a talent for real when they don't know you? Please find a hobby. Dude, look, I don't know what to tell you other than sometimes there's crazy people out there that just take it too far. Take it too far. It's fine to be like, oh, damn. Oh, man, they messed up. But to go out and attack the person for it, that's taking it too far.
Heavy forearms and a back
Thank you,
fist.
Uncle Donk.
Now on Asuka unloading.
Yes!
Oh, what a flurry of offense by Asuka. And a near fall as Bayley gets the shoulder out.
I don't care who you are. It's a risky decision to engage in striking battle with
that
Asuka.
might be it for Bayley. No, maybe she'll kick out. Yeah, she'll kick out. Yeah.
Still has enough to.
But I don't know. Asuka's looking good right now. She's looking good. She's got a strong foothold in this matchup. We got Yes Boy here who says, sucks being an introvert sometimes. I believe that's where most super chats come from. People wanting to be heard and or vent. Well, it's also a huge support here on this channel. So I really appreciate anyone who can send these in. But that's why I also read regular comments as well, Yes Boy. But it's not about being shy or an introvert or anything like that. know, just sometimes people want to, you know, say things and it's fun and we like to talk about wrestling and it's cool. Thank you, yes, boy.
Bayley needs to find a way to keep her foot on the gas pedal.
We also got Tiffany could not hear who says, in this world, you can't always please everyone, and that's okay. All that matters is your dream, and your true followers will watch you whether they share the same views or not. Just keep doing you. Exactly, Tiffany. And no matter what, like, think of all your favorite wrestlers that you like. Literally, think of all of them. And think about whether or not people have attacked those people that are your favorite wrestlers on social media. Chances are they have. But that's not going to stop them from, that's not going to stop you from still liking those people. Oh, damn, Lyra came out of nowhere. That straight up took out Kairi Sane.
Who is very adamant that Bayley tries to earn an Intercontinental title opportunity. Bayley once again on the middle turnbuckle. Oscar
I thought she was going to try to turn around. Oh, no, she got the, no, she's trying to get the Oscar lock. If she gets it, it might be over for Bayley there. Yeah, she's kind of got it. No. Bayley's still, there you go. Bayley's getting out. Yeah.
Oscar able to get the shoulder up. And Bayley now with a
rose. Oh, shit, maybe I was wrong. Maybe Bayley takes this. Yeah, Bayley takes this. Nice. All right, Bayley versus AJ Lee. That'll be a really fantastic matchup. But yeah, Tiffany, no matter what, like, you're not going to stop liking your favorite wrestlers unless there's like a legitimate reason to. But just because they get criticism or hate doesn't mean you're going to stop watching or supporting. You know, it's the same thing with Thea. I've been a Thea Hale for the longest time on NXT. I'm not going to stop being a Thea Hale fan just because of that hiccup that happened on NXT 50 years ago at this point. Of course not. But again, you know, I just hope that she has like some, you know, friends or, you know, family or coworkers or peers that can, you know, share some wisdom and they can, you know, be there to support her while she's going through this. Because when you're young like that, you're definitely going to need that support. So I hope she does have that support from friends, family, peers, you name it. Thank you, Tiffany.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to switch gears now and talk about the situation for the main event at WrestleMania. The World Heavyweight.
We got James Irving here says Bayley versus AJ at Mania is going to be fantastic. I agree. Well, no, this didn't say it was going to be at Mania. They just said it was a #1 contendership match, but they didn't say it was going to be at Mania. Did they say it was going to be at Mania? I didn't hear them say that. I thought that was just a #1 contenders match for before WrestleMania. But if it is, then by all means, let's effing go. Thank you, Robert. He says next week. Thank you. Yeah. No, they never said it was going to be at Mania. So, yeah. Okay, thank you. Everyone's saying it's next week. All right. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm like, wait. No, she's totally going into WrestleMania facing Becky Lynch.
Not me.
Maybe I didn't pick you.
By the way, we got Nightwolf here who says, I'm open to anyone answering Brock's open challenge. Anyone but LA Knight. That match will suck if it's Oba. Amazing if it's Seth or Gunther. Or great. When are they supposed to do the damn, like,
I'm under your skin.
Open challenge? Like, is Brock just going to show up at Mania and just wait? Like, what are we doing here? Like, how's this gonna work?
You're right.
Like, are we doing like a Seth Rollins kind of open challenge thing when Cody came out? Like, what exactly are we doing here?
On my radar.
You know, that's what I'm curious about. Isn't that crazy? Like, if we just have Brock going out there and he's standing there waiting for his opponent. Oh man, that's so wild. Yeah, I really hope that I don't know. I hope we do get a clearer idea of who it might be, because that's wild, dude. Imagine if they did do Obafemi versus Brock, though. Fuck, that would be sick. That would be so sick. Thank you, Nightwolf. We got Uncle Dunk here who says, I'm excited for Bayley versus AJ Lee, second to Car versus Becky. A lot of people are really hung up on wanting to see that. I've been seeing that quite a bit online. I still don't know if they're actually doing it or they're just toying with the fans. They might just be toying with the fans. Thank you, Uncle Dunk. By the way, starting I think next week, Roman's gonna be here like every Monday, before WrestleMania. So not this week, but I think starting next week.
You're by yourself, can you? You can hate me all you want. One thing I won't let you do is disrespect me. You're gonna retire me? Well, brother, you went from getting beat at WrestleMania. Now I'm gonna bury you. And then you won't be all alone anymore, because I'm gonna bury you next to your father.
Damn, Roman. He should have popped him in the face after that.
On the heels of those incendiary comments in just 40 days.
All right, CM Punk's live tonight. Cool.
Heavyweight champion CM Punk is live.
We got Julian here says that still cuts deep. Amen.
Last week, Jimmy and Jey Uso appear to want to say something to the world champion live on Raw tonight. Well, WrestleMania 42 is presented by Snickers. Snickers.
Crazy, we're almost at WrestleMania too. Like, damn, like, what do you mean we're almost at WrestleMania? We got Larice Johnson who says CM Punk is wrong for that. We got Arthur here who says we definitely need to see Royce Keys appear on Raw, NXT, or SmackDown since WWE doesn't seem to have any plans for him. Yeah, I'm starting to worry, dude. Like, where is Royce Keys? Like, come on now. He needs to be. He needs to be on TV, man. Like, he came out at the Royal Rumble. Like, what was that? Like, over a month ago? We've had a whole other PLE
Premium Wireless is $15.
Let me mute the commercials. All right, like, we've had, like, a whole ass other PLE since then, and we're still out here just, like, waiting, you know? We got King Pope here who says, yeah, Royce hasn't been on TV at all. We got, hey, Darius, what's up? He says, say what? What? I don't know. Why are we saying wah? What's happening here? What's happening? By the way, did they promote Danhausen today? Is he supposed to be on the show? Because I know he's been kind of doing both Raw and SmackDown, and he usually like announces on social media, but I didn't get a chance to look today if Danhausen's going to be on or not. Let's see what else we got here. Andy Inertial says Danhausen's gotten way more TV than Powerhouse. I know. And they're two totally different types of performers. So I think what it is that they were like, okay, let's just throw Danhausen out there. Let's make this happen. Let's follow up on, you know, all the buzz. And then with Hobbs, he's such a different type of performer that they need to really think about how they're going to present him. You know, come up with some theories, some ideas of how you're going to incorporate Royce Keys onto the show. So that's I think the difference between why you've been seeing maybe more of Danhausen than Hobbs on the show. Alrighty, let's see what else we got here. We got your boy KJ here who says Danhausen was on a PLE and a 2 weekly show so far. Yeah, he's on it. He's definitely on it. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. We got Harry Darius who says Backlash is coming up, Denise. Yeah, you got a lot happening here. A lot happening. All right, we got a super chat. Hey, thank you so much. Yes, boy. He says someone that's 40 years old today was 25 years old in 2011. Huh? What? What is happening? Time is just flying by, guys. What is time? All I know is that man, like when I hear people say, oh, I was born in 2005, I'm like, stop it. You are a newborn to me. Like if you were born in the 2000s, you are a newborn in my mind. You are not an adult. In my head, you are not an adult yet. Nope. Even though they are. Thanks, yes, boy. Oh, man, that's funny. All right, what else do we got in here? Hey, what's up, Delito? Thank you so much for tuning in, man. I hope you're doing good. What is everyone eating today for dinner, by the way? What's on the Monday menu? I had a egg sandwich. Yeah, egg sandwich. So nothing too crazy. We got Fleet Pete here says try the 1960s. All right, we're almost back on Raw here. I don't know why it's. Oh, there you go. Let me get the audio back.
Acknowledge me.
Oh, look, I queued it up perfectly to get Roman Reigns' acknowledge me. Ricky Zaldivar said he had some Costco pizza. Hey, Costco pizza's
Las
good.
Vegas will host the
Dragon Knight is also,
2026 WWE
shout out to Dragon
Hall of Fame
Knight,
induction
fellow
ceremony
90s
at
baby over
Dolby
here.
Live at Park MGM
We got
on
Cody here who
Friday,
says anybody
April
born
17th
2000 or
at
higher
9
is
p.m.
a baby.
Pacific time.
Agreed.
Tickets on sale
Infamous
tomorrow
DJ said he has some
via
steak,
Ticketmaster.
mashed
Get
potatoes,
your
and
tickets
broccoli.
during
I like that. It's like a
exclusive pre-sale
nice,
by using the
nice,
code
healthy,
WWE
hearty meal.
HOF.
We got Larice Johnson who
Let's
says
show
he
you
had
what
chicken
happened
strips.
moments
Hey, what's
ago
up,
when
Dirty
Byron
Dom?
Saxton was interviewing
We got Deron here who said he had some Chinese food. I love
I'm
Chinese.
here to tell you that the
Some
truth
like
hurts,
chow mein and orange chicken. That's good
and that
stuff.
hearts don't lie.
All right, let's see what Natty has to say.
Maxine.
Yeah, Adrian says 80s babies in the house. Raise it up. Raise it up.
Between Natty and Maxine.
Hey, Jordan also had some eggs today. Nice. Nick the Creator had some spaghetti and meatballs. Taylor Cannon had some cabbage, potatoes, and chicken. Yum. John Harris had shrimp fried rice. Ooh. Oh, there's Danhausen. Oh my God, with Grande Americano.
Anyways, I noticed you were a mask. And if Danhausen could get a mask too, then he could put it on. He could get double the money. It would be great. And actually, you know what? Let me just try yours on.
Oh God.
Look, rule numero uno: you don't touch a luchador's mask. Okay, now look, you seem like a nice guy. You got great ideas and all that, but I got no tiempo for this.
No
I got an
tiempo.
Intercontinental Championship match right now, so please, vamonos.
Oh no, he's gonna get
Vamos.
cursed right
Whatever.
before his
I don't know what
match.
that means.
It means you gotta go.
You want Danhausen to leave?
I gotta focus.
Oh, you don't want to join forces with Danhausen?
No,
Well,
no, no.
you are cursed.
Oh.
Gracias. Si.
He said gracias. Bro,
And rule number
keep up with
dos.
the product. He screwed cursed Dominic last week.
Cursed.
Oh, buddy.
Joke.
Oh, buddy.
Cursed.
Who's in the back?
You know what? Ask
Who's in the
Dominic
back
Mysterio about
dancing?
being Cursed
Huh?
by Danhausen. You know, Monday Night Raw is
Dude, he's
live
about
in
to like
Seattle
step
tonight
on gum
Netflix.
on the
And
way
presented
out there.
by
Who
DoorDash.
knows what other craziness he'll might have to go through. All right, it's time for the matchup. Yeah, because I was about to say, ain't no way. So far, by the way, Danhausen has cursed every opponent that Penta has been in the ring with since he came in. Because he cursed Dominic, and now he's cursing Al Grande Americano, the original Grande Americano. So, it almost seems like he's really helping out Penta. And Penta's not going to be scared of Danhausen. He's got Cero Miedo. Yeah, Guitar Junkie says, well, we all know Penta wasn't losing. Exactly.
You know, Penta
I think that's why they
gave a lot
probably
of interviews
chose
overall spectrum to
him to
this last week, ever
curse.
since winning his first championship
Dingle
in
says that was way
WWE,
too short. We
Dominic
need more
Mysterio for the
Danhausen.
Intercontinental title. He talked
We
a
need
lot
more
about
Timehausen.
the 20 years
Timehausen.
of hard work, of sacrifice.
Stone Immaculate says Triple H already abusing the Danhausen curse button. Well, I mean, that's his whole shtick, you know? That's a whole shtick.
Year plus sacrifice of finally getting the moment to win gold.
Benedict the Creator was says Penthausen.
His family, his children. It was
Jordan
such an
says, I wish they would
emotional
do a few
night for
Lucha
Penta,
Bros
and he plans
matches,
on
bruh.
defending
Keep
the
waiting.
title with
Because
honor.
I've been waiting. So that's how I know we're going to keep on waiting. Adrian says, Penta and afraid of no curse. Absolutely not. Cero Miedo, bro.
The last time
Hey, what's
a
up, Crazy
match
Redbird?
lose a
Crazy
match,
Redbird says, had to
Luchador
pop on
held the
Denise before I get the kids and
Intercontinental
myself. White Castle. Hey,
Rey
have a good
Mysterio.
time, man. Eat up.
Someone
Eat up.
Penta City idolized,
Hope the week's off to a good start for you, too.
as have so many in the wrestling world. And
We
you
got
can feel
Dragon
the
Knight here who
love
says
from the
Danhausen
WWE
needs his
fans
own
each
show.
and every time this man steps into
We
the
got
arena.
Kaden Got Good over on Twitch who says, I'm loving my boy Danhausen. Yeah, I'm really happy for
In
him.
the streets in Mexico before he found pro wrestling.
And Anthony says over on Twitch says that's what Danhausen does. He shows up and curses people. Very nice, very evil. Clarice Johnson says I don't get Danhausen at all. Maybe we're not supposed to. He's a creepy little fella. Hey, what's up, Kevin Cabessa? How's it going? We also got Cody Santello, Tanisha Hicks, who's here with us. We got T-Money, Charles Credo says he loves White Castle. I've never had White Castle.
Fierce.
Ever.
I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to my family. Thank you to my friends. Thank you to my company. And thank you to all my fans around the world.
Órale. Vámonos.
And thank you to everyone who believes in me.
Amen.
And thank you to myself because I believe in me every single day.
Yes.
This title.
I like how he thanked himself. That was fucking awesome. And thanks to myself.
This title is not just for Penta. This
That was
title
great.
is for everyone who never give up because Penta represents all those people. Penta represents the dreamers and Penta represents the fighters of the real life.
Yeah. Come on, Penta. Penta's for the people with cero miedo.
This title is the result of a lot of hard work. This title is the result of a lot of sacrifice. This title is the result when you believe in yourself every single day. And now, and together, we make history. Because now, I'm here as your new Intercontinental Champion!
Motherfuckers! That's the kind of vibe he's bringing.
Y para toda mi gente de México y toda Latinoamérica, les voy a decir una cosa. Escúchenlo muy bien.
Listen up.
La lucha libre es como la vida misma. No importa cuántas veces pierdas. No importa cuántas veces caigas.
Yep.
No importa cuántas veces te golpees.
Yup.
Si tú luchas todos los días y crees en ti, créeme, lo puedes conseguir. ¿Y sabe por qué? Porque yo soy Penta, el cero.
All right, for those that don't speak Spanish, he basically said that life is like lucha libre. You have your hard time and all of that, but no matter what, you got to keep going because you got to keep going. You got to believe in yourself and you got to fight hard. That was great, man. That hit right in the feels. Ooh, right in the feels. Dragon Knight says, yeah, whatever you said. Yeah, that was honestly like the way that he locked eyes and delivered that message. I was like, damn, bro, I almost shed a little tear.
It's El Grande Americana. Accept it for what it is. One of the most wild
Hey, yeah, you're right. This ain't Chad. Yeah, this ain't the one he was supposed to face. What the fuck is this?
Something to do with the curse?
Viente perro. What the hell? That's not good because then I swear, guys, if they have Penta lose today, I'm gonna be livid. Like, please tell me they're not going to like do some crazy shenanigans and then have them like lose today. They can't do that, right? They can't. I mean, they can, but they shouldn't. Especially after that promo. Can you imagine having him cut that promo and then have the freaking new Grande Americano defeat him? Aw, dude. Aw. I would be so mad. So they better not do that. They better not even think about doing that, like, at all. By the way, we got Bobster Mania who says we need subtitles for promos like that. Think of all the fans who didn't have Denise to translate. Bro, everyone always messages me on like Twitter or Facebook and they're like, Denise, translate. And I'm like, I'm trying. I just like try to, I just paraphrase and summarize it though, because it's just because they say so many things. So I'm like, got it. This is what they said. This is the overall explanation. Thank you, Bobster. All right, let's see what else we got here. And seeing, yeah, we got Fredo here. It says if Penta loses, I'm gonna be so pissed. Exactly, because Miami Scorp, it's right. Danhausen was only cursed Gable. He didn't curse this Grande Americano. So why no? I don't know what is happening here. Seriously, do not know what is happening here. All right, let's see what else we got here. We also got Fitsport here who says didn't need translation, so you could feel the passion. No, for reals, you really could feel the passion. Exactly. Let's see what else we got. Yup, exactly. DJ said, he basically said when you get knocked down, you have to rise. Amen. It is exactly true. And BTW, we do got a couple of super chats here. We got Henry Kiernan who says, I had fried chicken and macaroni and cheese. Hey, yo, Henry's eating good, man. I haven't had fried chicken with macaroni and cheese in forever, but that sounds delicious. Also, holy smokes, Jason just gifted 10 DWO memberships. Fuck yeah. Thank you so much, Jason. I got to send you some. Hold on. Some good karma. Hey. Thank you, Jason. Seriously, though, that's very nice of you. Not just to give back to me, but to also, give other people free membership. So thank you so much, Jason. It's a win for all across the board. All across the board, man. Seriously. All right, let's see what else we got here. What is everybody saying? Ben Anthony says, unless Danhausen shows up and curses this Grande Americano too, no one said he can't curse more than once a show. That's true. He could curse all he wants. He could go out there during the match and curse. Although I doubt that that'll happen right now. All right, let me get the audio back. We're back on Raw. Hold on.
The Intercontinental Championship against El Grande Americano, not the original one, who was scheduled to have this matchup with no clue what's happened to him. But El Grande,
yeah, come on, get to the bottom of it.
Said, I'll fight whoever. Leapfrog by El Grande.
Got him right in the gut.
He's vowed to be a fighting champion and is living up to his word tonight in Seattle.
I mentioned this earlier, a man who's never taken a shortcut in his career, 20 years to get to this point, winning his first title in WWE against a man who took a shortcut tonight, just waltzed into a match he wasn't supposed to be a part of.
Well, the original didn't show up.
Fleet Pete says every time he wrestles, I want a coffee. A Grande Americano, please.
We just don't know what the effects are. Oh, what a kick by Penta.
That's funny.
A few times. He was cleared up with antibiotics.
Cody Santello got hit in the bread basket. Seriously. Yeah, work it, Penta, work it.
Toward the corner.
Why did someone chant Super Dragon?
Vicious Pierotazo.
Did you hear that?
From the Intercontinental Champion.
Super Dragon.
Overhand shot.
That's funny.
Made famous by the legendary Luchador Piro.
AAA.
That's funny.
Here at ringside. Big right hand now by El Grande.
We got a W Stein who says, did your Danhausen videos get double the views? Dude, they fucking exploded. Exploded. And I knew it was going to happen. I was like, fuck yeah. They did. They exploded. The Danhausen video, they exploded everywhere on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, name it. Not very many people had Danhausen videos. I had like 4 Danhausen interviews. So like, I rocked it. I was like, screw it. I'm going to post everything. So I did. And I was like, oh, damn, that was smart. That was smart. I was very, very thrilled, honestly. I'm not sure if the other video already hit like 1 million views or something, or it might hit 1 million views. I think it's very close to 1 million views. Like licking it. It's licking it. That's how close it is. Let me find out.
The fighters, much like Penta.
Oh shit, guys. It surpassed 1 million views already on YouTube. So it was originally before Danhausen signed with WWE. It was like at maybe like 860, maybe. I forgot if it was 860 or like 960. I forget if it was 860 or 960. But now it's at 1.1 million. The other one was like at maybe 46,000. Now it's at 316,000. The other one was maybe like 40,000. Now it's at 76,000. This video was like at 2,000. Now it's at 10,000. This video was like way lower than that, and now it's 21,000. So like literally everything went up, all of them. That's just YouTube.
Pretty impressive.
So anyways, I was very happy about that. I like when that happens. That happened to me with Fatu last time too. It happened to me with Stephanie Vaquer, because I was the only person who had a Stephanie interview. It happened to me with Jacob Fatu, because I was the only person who had a Fatu interview. And it happened to me with Danhausen. Those were like the top three where I saw like massive growth with them making their debuts in WWE.
Ronda's got to get him back in the ring. Countouts do not help. He's got to pin or submit the champion tonight. Champion's advantage.
Brandon says 1 million view houses. Yeah. Yeah. Paul Sterling says seeds and he knows ball. Always.
I'm not quite sure he looks that good.
I'm just like, if I see someone and I'm a fan, I'm going to interview them. Like, if I'm a fan, I will interview you. Like, that's just how it is. And I'm like, yo, I'm a fan. I know you're going to make it someday. Let's get your story. And then, a couple years later, next thing you know, they're out there, doing it and they're on WWE. And I'm like, yeah, here's that one interview I had with them 5 years ago. Oh man. Juan Ortega says so massive girl, too easy. Girl, too easy. Juan, if you want to see some massive growth, Blue Chew promo code Denise A. Oh man. Alrighty, let me see what we got here. We got a guitar. Hey, Guitar Junkie, what up? He says, hey, Denhausen. I'd like to see Gunther answer Brock's challenge. If not Brock, who do you think Gunther faces at WrestleMania? Hey, look, Gunther versus Brock would be pretty interesting too. I would not hate that at all. I think Gunther and Brock would be very, very interesting. To give a different name besides Obafemi, because I feel like I've said that already. If it wasn't Obafemi and it wasn't Gunther, I would probably say Seth Rollins for Brock. Those are really like the top options that I can think of right now, truthfully. I can't really think of somebody else that I would kind of put in there besides those three names. So that's all I got, man. I feel like I wish I had a better answer for you that wasn't the same, but that's really all I got, Guitar Junkie. Thank you for the super chat, man. We got Tracy WV here, says story time. I had a business lunch, and while there was someone who caught my eye, found out after being all flirty that he is 29 and his son to his high school and son, he all flirty that he is 29 and son to high school friend. OMG. What? Okay, well, Tracy, 29 is of, way legal age. So like, that's not bad, I say go for it. Screw it. As long as they're over 21, oh shit. Hey, feel it out, Tracy. Tracy's like, I don't know, Denise. I don't know. I don't know either. I really, really don't. As long as it's all legal. Hey. Thank you, Tracy. We got Jeff Words here who says, it's licking it is a very expressive way to explain proximity. Only you, Denise. Am I lying though? If I say something is at 960,000, so it's so close to 1 million, right? That's practically licking it. Like it's almost there. But no, we surpassed it. It's not even licking it no more. It's like full on, 1.1 million. Let's fucking go. I love when videos hit over 1 million. I'm just like, oh, thank you. But it's shorts though. Shorts don't pay the same way that like videos do. If I had a video hit 1 million views, then I'd be balling. But it's a short video. You got to get like 20 million views to be balling. But still, very nice to add to the 1 million viewed category. All right, let me get the audio back.
Against
all right, there it is.
Americano. It was supposed to be the original of Ronda.
I also like that they're putting everyone's little 2K number on there. Their like rating system.
Danhausen. That's a very, very
Thank you,
real
Jeff
danger
Words.
we're dealing with.
We got Uncle Don here who says that potentially
I'm
waiting for MJF. Patiently waiting for MJF interview. Dude, I've been wanting to interview MJF for the longest freaking time. Hopefully I'll get lucky someday.
Oh, and a
You
swing
know,
blade.
maybe.
Down
Let's
goes the
fingers
challenger.
crossed. Fingers crossed. Thank you, Uncle
You
Don.
feel the momentum starting to shift here, Corey.
Yeah, it's like the champion found that next gear he was looking for. Here comes Penta. Bang!
Oh, we got Jason who
Block
says
gives
just
to
did
the
my
body.
taxes.
El
Now I'm
Grande
poor
Americano
housing.
rolling out of, well, not
That's the
harm's way
worst,
because
Jason.
Tope
Oh,
from
nice.
Penta. See, I could do
Beautiful
some of that.
Tope.
Have you call Ray De Reyes with me?
Jason, I'm sorry. Why do you think I'm pushing it?
Well, here's
I'm waiting
Penta
to
now.
like the last possible minute to do my
We'll head up to
taxes.
the
I'm
top
like,
rope.
nope.
El Grande Americano,
Nope.
center of the ring.
I got no
Crossbody by
children
Penta.
to claim.
Lateral press now hooks the leg. Kick
Like,
out
I'm
two.
But thankfully, I do have like a lot of people that I pay,
Penta needs
so I
to
could
find a
like
way to keep
obviously
his
put
foot
that
on
in
the
there in
gas
my
pedal. He's got
taxes, and that usually
Americano
helps.
reeling right now.
But fuck, it's
That
brutal.
might have been a last gasp from the champion.
Like, what's the point? What's
Penta
the
again won the
point?
title last
Y'all just
Monday.
gonna
Oh, no.
government
He
just
talked a
out
lot
here
about
trying to screw us,
sacrifice earlier tonight,
take our money.
And El Grande Americano knew what was
Thank
coming.
you,
and he went
Jason.
to the bottom rope.
We got Mike Parker here who says, haters equals biggest fans. They would
Roll
do
up now
anything
by
to
El
switch
Grande.
places with whomever they hate.
Kick out now
Down
by
with it for
Penta.
years and always tell myself to consider the source.
Ooh,
Those
big
people have
spine
never
buster by
accomplished
Americano.
it.
Cover for the
Mike,
title.
I say this
Kick
all
out.
the time. I swear to God, I always say that.
A
Consider
ring-shattering
the
spine buster
source.
by El Grande
Consider the
Americano.
source. By that I mean, where is it coming from? Who is saying it? What is their
Again,
agenda
Americano takes
behind
control
what they
of
are
this
saying?
matchup.
And more often than not, you can figure it out in like 10 fucking seconds. I kid you not. Consider the damn source every time. I swear, Mike, you literally took the words out of my mind. Thank you, Mike.
Penta in the corner and a big kick to the jaw. And now the Intercontinental Champion Penta looking to put this one away. Up to the second rope. Went for the
got
Executive
caught.
Destroyer, got caught into a Death Valley Driver. Cover now. Is it enough? Hook of the leg.
Tonight Wolf says this match is
Kick
boring.
out.
It's a little slow.
How
I
about
think
the
I actually think the
resilience
match
of
with
both of these
the original
superstars?
Grande Americano would have probably
Penta
been
and
better, to be
Americano
honest.
landing some serious offense. But
Fister
neither
Fat
man
Boy
willing
says,
to
I'm glad
stay
I'm not the
down.
only
And
one who
Penta
hates
looking
taxes.
to
Oh, you're
rally.
not. I feel like
El
the
Grande
only people that are
Americano has been
excited
there
during tax
every
season
step of the way.
are like the ones that got like
Taking a chance
5 kids to
pass off
claim.
Penta.
Bro, they be
Kick
balling.
Penta off.
I've seen it happen, and I'm like, damn. Damn.
Grande with a
Damn.
now from
Can I
the second
borrow
rope.
someone's
Oh!
kids?
He's right to the face.
Can I borrow them to put on my taxes?
Now Penta.
Springboard.
Oh, goodness.
All right, a couple
That's
little
gotta
spots,
do
good
it.
spots in this
Cover.
matchup. A couple.
What a match.
All right, hey, good. So then why? So now here's my question. What happened to El Grande Americano original? Remember I said that there was people behind him, but I couldn't make out who those people were? What if he was attacked?
Penta
Now that I think
lives
about
for
it,
the
maybe he was
fight.
attacked or
If you
something.
need proof, look no further.
Infamous DJ one says, we got our money. Love
Catching
tax season.
Americano
Fuck yeah.
out midair
Love to
with
see
double
people
knees.
win, man.
And then this absolutely breathtaking
We got Alexander here who says
springboard
Penta.
Mexican
Great.
Destroyer.
Sniper
Disposes
56.
of
Hey, what's up, dude? He
Americano.
says, nice
A
finish.
successful first defense for the new Intercontinental Champion.
The proud champion Penta.
Oh, Brian says it was Bravo and Rayo. Oh, so they were probably the ones. I couldn't tell who it was.
Todo lo que dijiste la semana
That's
pasada.
Stephanie's promo.
WWE signed you when you were 20
Oh, how
years
cute.
old,
She looks
and
like a
I'm glad they
baby.
did. Puedo ver lo buena que eres. Puedo ver lo que has aprendido de todos los privilegios que has tenido. Puedo ver lo que has trabajado. Y también puedo ver todas las habilidades que has adquirido entrenando con los mejores. Pero ¿sabes lo que me molesta de ti? Es no solo tu estúpida risa.
She-
Lo que realmente me molesta de ti es que tienes todas las herramientas para ser grandiosa, pero eres una ignorante.
Oh.
Te escondes detrás de una basura de hombre y envías a tus amigos a hacer el trabajo sucio por ti. ¿Estás orgullosa de eso? Para que sepas, ambas tuvimos privilegios. Y esas chozas de barro me hicieron lo que soy. Y yo
Cute.
estoy orgullosa de eso. Porque mientras tú te forjabas alrededor de gente con experiencia, yo me forjé en el infierno.
Nice.
Yo me forjé con fuego. Porque las dos tuvimos caminos diferentes para llegar aquí, pero ahora ambas tenemos la habilidad de estar aquí. La diferencia es que tú te has convertido en una floja. The funny thing is, Liv, I can see more in you than you see in yourself. Puedo ver en ti una oponente feroz, una oponente digna. Pero al contrario, tú te ves a ti misma como una simple rubia barata. Eres una puta que siempre busca el camino fácil al campeonato. Y para que me entiendas, you better bring all your years of training with you when you step in the ring with me, because at WrestleMania, I will bring the blood, sweat, and all my experience, and I will use it to continue making history as your women's world champion.
Yo, that's crazy. She hit on, like, calling her lazy. That is one of the most insulting things ever.
You gotta be kidding me. You know what? Don't even be upset.
Ever.
Because we're gonna get Stephanie back at what she did, and we're gonna get you back in the title picture.
Hey!
This is great. Dominic.
Have you guys seen Finn?
No.
I haven't seen him all day. You know what? I'm gonna find him.
Yeah.
All right. You know what, guys? I gotta go out to the ring. There's something I need to get off my chest.
Okay. Do you want us to go with you?
Of course. Yeah. I'll be right there.
I thought he was almost going to say no. What has he got in his mind? Ooh. All right. I got to tell you, that Stephanie promo was really good, primarily because she called her lazy. I'm sorry, but that is one of the most insulting things that you can ever say to somebody. If you call someone lazy, like, come on, where's the pride? You know, where's the pride? So that was good. I also like that she said that she sees more in Liv than she sees in herself. Saying she's hiding behind a trashy man, and using her friends to help her out. Yo, that's good. I like that. That was good. I was a fan of that. We got Kev here who says, loved that. We got Jose Alvarado here who says, that was fire. Let's see. We got Guitar Junkie saying she'll never be as big as she could be. Ooh. We got Stone Immaculate here says, oh, Steph talking that shit. We got a Big Boss here says, both women are doing such a great job. Can't wait for this match. Same. Undertaker says, Denise, oh, snap. Bro, for reals. I'm sorry, but that is so insulting. That's why it hit so hard. Think about that. Imagine, if Liv Morgan goes out there and she's like, I work so hard, blah, blah, blah. And Stephanie's like, psh, you're lazy. Oh, that's insulting. Oh, man. They have Danhausen in the commercials. Oh, man. I'm getting a stupid ass ad. Boo. It's because I didn't want to put the VPN on. So I'll just have to miss out. Sad face. Instead, I'm watching a commercial about pizza. That's not too bad. Oh, it's Papa John's. I'm watching Papa John's commercial. Yeah, on top of that, calling her a dumb blonde. Exactly. Like every blonde, you get offended if you get called a dumb blonde because that's offensive. Alrighty, give me one tiny second. I'm gonna start a new stream. All right, and let me see what else we got here. We got a couple of super chats, by the way. We got Mr. GRK Chef here who says, if Randy beats Cody, can we get KO and Randy after WrestleMania if he's cleared? It has been a year. That was supposed to have been last year's match. Dude, if we get that match, I would be so thrilled. They were cooking. Like, if you remember, like, how that feud was going, they were doing really good, both KO and Randy. And for the most part, like, we were interested in the matchup. Like, I really, truly believe that people were excited for it. And Kevin Owens was having a hell of a year. He had that awesome match with Sami Zayn at Elimination Chamber. Prior to that, he had like an awesome matchup with Cody Rhodes. Like, Kevin Owens was on a roll right before his injury. Let me get the audio.
General
So yeah, man, I'm really hoping we get to see him back soon. Thank you, Mr. GRK Chef 13. We also got Ryan Adams here who says Danhausen to Jay if you cross paths. 6 letter, 1 word. Curse.
Talk about everything going on.
That's good, Ryan. I'm gonna have to steal that. Literally. 6 letters, 1 word. Curse. That's good. Thank you, Ryan.
From Zuffa Boxing in the house. Here to check out the action alongside a couple of Super Bowl champions. Ernest Jones and Mike Morris of the Seattle Seahawks are here.
The little baby, he's like, what is happening right now?
The Jets will never have one. I don't think you actually have to win. You can find the Jets.
Also, shout out to Daron Kincaid who's here with us. What's up? We got the sniper. Hey, Leo Poroy, how's it going? Ron Stallop, how are you?
Sun shines on the, you know. Oh, been an eventful few weeks for these three. Kel earlier.
Yeah, I agree with Arthur Andrews here who says that Stephanie McCurr promo is fire. Dragon Knight says, hell yeah, Seahawks.
Only holding 1 championship title now. The AAA Mega Championship, which he will defend at Rey de Reyes.
Hey, Paul Bennett says, hey, Denise, I know I'm late, but I didn't want to miss your show. Oh, you're so sweet for even coming in here, honestly. Thank you. You don't got to be, like, on time or anything. But as long as you come in here and hang out and have a good time, that's all I care about, honestly. Hope you're getting to catch some of Raw. I'm not sure if you missed the beginning, but so far, there's been some good little things here and there. Hasn't been a crazy explosive show, but a couple of good things sprinkled. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, that's right, because he got cursed. I hope he calls out Danhausen. Like, bring out Danhausen. Just do it. I want to see it.
Champion right now, but instead, Penta is walking around with my title.
I always like to hear the fans go crazy booing fucking Dom.
And we all know whose fault it is.
Yeah, bring him out.
Balor.
Oh. And Danhausen.
I didn't want to do this out here. I wanted to do this privately, but you're making me air out our laundry in front of
Ow, so we're just going to ignore the curse? All right, whatever. Here we go. Let's listen to the song.
Well, Dominic's made a career out of airing his dirty laundry in public, but here's the situation. This is what happened last week. Dominic was defending the championship against Penta. He told Finn Balor and JD McDonough that he wanted them at ringside to celebrate with him after he won, because much like Finn did against CM Punk, Dominic wanted to do it alone. At one point in the matchup, Dominic asked JD to go get the ring bell hammer so he could use it. Finn stopped JD and said, don't do this. Dom said he wants to do it alone, and it ended up with a loss.
It was a heat-of-the-moment situation. I understand Finn trying to respect Dom's wishes. I'm sure Dom didn't really.
Leo Poroy says, if I was in the crowd, I would start it. You got curse chant. Exactly. I feel like we're ignoring the big elephant in the room. Trilla says, W Finn Balor.
You okay? Yeah, I'm all right. I know, you're all choked up after the loss by Dominic last week.
I think I got cursed.
And where the hell have you been? We've all been looking for you. I hope you're here to tell me that you got me a rematch. I hope you're here to tell me that you finally talked to Adam and you got me my rematch. Huh? Is that what you got to say?
Come on, Dom. Be serious now.
You got nothing to say?
Are you done, Dom? You finished? Did you get it all out? Look, about last week, you're right. If it wasn't for me, you'd still be Intercontinental Champion. So for that, I'm sorry.
That's nice. He apologized. Now hug and kiss.
But you see, Dom, I was trying to help. I was trying to teach you a lesson. See, Judgment Day, we're a family. And we're always going to have your back.
But
you told me you want to be the greatest Mysterio of all time.
Still very far from that. No
and
offense.
You can be. But to be the greatest anything of all time, you got to learn that sometimes you got to fight your own battles, Dom.
He's right, but that's not what Dom wanted.
For 2 years, Dom, for 2 years, I've been trying to help you. I've been trying to guide you. But the more I help, the more I try to lead you in the right direction, the more I realize that maybe your dad was right.
Look at Raquel's face.
Maybe you are just a spoiled little...
Finally, this feud can get going. Come on. Let's do it. Finn Balor needs to be on his own now. I'm ready for it. I wonder where JD McDonough's alliances will be.
Oh!
Okay. All right. The Judgment Day is finally imploding.
JD trying to defuse the situation here.
JD, pick a side, bro. Pick a side. I think he's picking Finn, but who knows?
Oh, wait a minute. And a sling blade to Dominic. Oh, Finn.
Oh no. Give a look to Liv.
Oh
no!
By JD
I was wrong. I was wrong. I thought JD was gonna pick Finn. Oh, what a douche. What a big-headed douche.
And now Liv Morgan.
Oh, now Liv getting her shots in. Oh, Raquel, come on, girl.
And I'm shocked at JD.
Wow.
Finn's done for him in his career.
Wow.
And now a assault to Balor.
Damn, no one, maybe Danhausen can help out Finn. I don't know. At this point, who's going to help Finn?
Balor was right. Unfortunately, he's the odd man out. Well,
come on, they got to send Danhausen out there. But then he'll just get attacked because it's still going to be outnumbered.
And Finn trying to fight back.
All right.
Trying to preserve his livelihood here. Oh, and right off the face.
What is that? Oh, the little hammer for the bell.
Finn is helpless.
Damn. Well, at least Finn's finally out of the Judgment Day. Let's be real. We were kind of hoping for that already for the longest time. You know, finally making our way towards Dom versus Finn at WrestleMania.
Shove that hammer in his sneaker. Oh, no. Balor's already out and helpless. Well, JD McDonough holding him down as well. And now with a hammer loaded in his boot, a 6-1.
Damn.
Balor. A sickening display by this punk Mysterio. And nothing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to come out. How about Finn? Helpless. He's all on his own.
The Judgment Day has completely turned their back on Finn Balor. And a frog splash by Mysterio to a defenseless Balor.
I'm happy. Even though poor Finn's getting attacked, I'm happy. We were waiting for this for such a long time. I feel like they built this up for like a year. I really feel like it's been close to a year that we've been teasing this breakup. Cody Santello says it's a sickening display.
Morgan and Raquel looking on.
I love how, like, you know how they're always sending the security guards out there whenever we're going to get a brawl? Yet this time when a man's being attacked 4-on-1, there's no security guards whatsoever. So next time, I don't want to see those freaking security guards go out there when we're having a cool-ass brawl. They couldn't go out there when a man was being attacked 4-on-1, then they shouldn't be out there at all. Fredo says, do we feel like this was worth the wait, though? I'm in it. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm not, like, screaming over the moon, but we were waiting for this. I'm just happy we're finally there. And now Dom gets to, lead his version of the Judgment Day. Since we've had so many versions of the Judgment Day now.
Back, Mr. Shelby.
All right, let me mute the commercials.
Just need to speak to him.
Alrighty, let's see what everyone's saying here. We got All Things Entertainment who says that was great. We got James Irving who says Demon Finn Balor versus Dom at Mania. We got Corporate Gohan here who says, I guess the regular thing about Judgment Day is someone turning on someone. Oh yeah, for sure. Like that's how we wash, rinse, wash, repeat, whatever. That whole thing. That's what we get here. Let me see what else we got here. Cody Santello says that mustache makes me sick. We got Paradise that says no security guards. Cool, let them have a brawl. Hey, he ain't brawling when he's 4-on-1 for sure. Not gonna happen. We got Kev here that says I'm so happy this happened. Get back to NXT Balor. It's funny how we're all like happy that Finn Balor got attacked, not because he got attacked, but because we just want him to go back to like being a badass Finn Balor. Like no more of this corny Judgment Day stuff. I feel like I've been complaining about this forever, man. All right, let's see what else we got here. Wes Watches Stuff says, just kind of sucks there isn't a title involved now. Honestly, I think I'm cool with or without. Like, I'm telling you, we waited so long. Like, we just needed to get it at this point. We got Armando Arambula here who says, Dom turned heel as a heel. Yeah, remember when we all thought we were going to get babyface Dominic Mysterio coming off of WrestleMania? Didn't happen. It felt like we were going to get it there for a second, and then it did not happen. We got Polarizer here who says, so who's going to be the new member of the Judgment Day recruiting season? That's true. They always add somebody. Who could be in the Judgment Day? We need a guy. We need another guy in the Judgment Day. But who? Danhausen? And I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Do not take me seriously. Ender says, Edge, Priest, Rhea, R-Truth, all former people. Oh, yeah, you're right. Leo Poroy says, where does Roxanne stand in all of this? You're right, Leo. That's a great question because if you remember, who brought Roxanne in? The person who brought Roxanne in was Finn Balor. So Roxanne's loyalty should technically be towards the person who brought her in, which was Finn. But she has gotten awfully close to Raquel, and now she's been bonding with Liv as of late. So maybe, just maybe, her loyalties do lie with the girls and Dom. But then, what are you going to have, 3 girls and then Dom and JD? I don't know. I don't know where this leaves Roxanne. But I do feel like because Finn brought her in, that she should maybe pay him a little of loyalty there. But it would be, I don't know if they would have like Rhea Roxanne hanging out with Finn. That would be just like, I don't know, a little strange. So we'll see. All right, let's see what else we got here. Ooh, let me get the audio back.
Las Vegas, April 16th to the 20th is the ultimate WrestleMania week destination, and the lineup keeps getting better. Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Kairi Sane, and Asuka. And the new day's Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are joining the fun.
All right, let's see what else we got here. We got James Evan here who says he's got to go Demon now. We got David Castillo here who says the Demon is coming.
Moments ago.
Maybe you are just a
now we're going to do the replay. Johnny T says, bring in Santos Escobar.
Corey, it felt like this was brewing for a long, long time.
By the way, we do got a Guitar Junkie here who says this is the beginning of the Demon return at WrestleMania. Amen. Fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed. We also got David Primero here who says the only reason I'm going to Vegas is to see Denise and my girl Blake Monroe. Yes. He says, do you think that NXT stars will show up in WWE World despite Stand and Deliver not being there? Oh, for sure. For sure. I'm pretty sure they will be. In fact, haven't they already announced who's going to be there? I'm sure you can go on the website and you can probably see all that stuff. I'm sure they'll have the NXT people there. Maybe like the big stars. But I feel like WrestleMania is too big and there's so much happening that you wouldn't see them there, you know? Thank you, David.
Javon, you have hit the ground.
All right, we got Javon.
What you did in the chamber at your age, man, are you kidding me? Unheard of. I appreciate you. 2026 will be a huge year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I ain't gonna let you down.
I know you won't.
Yeah.
Hey, enjoy your week.
The week?
Keep it bouncy for me.
The rest of the week?
Bouncy.
The week off?
Say less.
Hey, yo, Javon, man.
Yeah, you think we forgot about Atlanta?
Oh.
Nah, lad, we don't forget about.
Hold on,
what?
Grayson, hold on, man.
What?
Let me talk to the kid, man. Can you give us a minute?
You want me to leave?
Bro, what's the problem? Give us a minute, bro.
Okay.
Hey, man. Look, I think we got off on the wrong foot the other week, okay? Woods got injured. Offset was completely out of line.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's
offended.
injured.
I got mad and I took it out on you, and I'm sorry, bro. The fact of the matter is that, like, I see a lot of myself in what you're doing right now, man. You remind me of a young me. Back in the day, I used to be that kid that came in with all these new moves, doing things that nobody else could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I took that momentum and that potential, and I became the WWE champion. Javon, that could be you, bro.
Yup.
I believe that, man.
I think it is going to be him.
The thing is that
pretty
you just
soon
gotta have the right team around you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get you, but come on. Kofi,
Look,
you know,
look. You don't have to answer right now, okay? You don't have to answer right now. All I'm saying is that I know you got dreams, and you don't have to do it alone. Know what I'm saying?
I got you. Got you.
Think about it, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, we got Kyrie and Asuka back in the back. How Asuka's like mistreating Kyrie once again.
And Lyra Valkyria. Bailey, congratulations. I am so happy for you. You are officially the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship after winning tonight's gauntlet match. This is a huge opportunity, and it's happening next week. How pumped are you?
I am pumped. I first, kudos to you. I couldn't have done it without you. I mean, maybe I could have, but you see her on camera, like, I think Asuka and Kyrie forgot that this bird got wings because she flew right in. You're in the cool, dude. Yeah, I'm in the cool. I appreciate you being there for me.
No,
So thank you.
seriously though, you absolutely should be the next women's intercontinental champion.
I appreciate that. Next week is huge. I mean, somebody like AJ Lee, she's obviously a legend and somebody that we've all looked up to. And if it weren't for her, a lot of us would not be here right now. So it's going to be an honor to step into the ring with her. As one of my very good friends in this business, it's just a title that I haven't been able to win yet. And it's one that I've been wanting to win since it's come out. I've been in big matches for it, and I cannot wait next week to get my hands on it. And once I win that championship, I love you, AJ. Maybe we can run it back if you want another shot. You could be first in line. What do you think? Maybe. We'll talk about it later. We're going to celebrate, right? Yep. Fire up. Let's go. We'll talk about it.
I was going to say, Lyra doesn't
congrats
seem
again.
as
Have fun
excited as I
firing
thought
up.
she was going to be in there with Bailey, by the way. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got Cyclops is better than Wolverine here, who says, seen a guy jump out of the gang once. This is similar. That's hilarious and terrifying, actually, Cyclops. Now that I think about it, that's actually very terrifying. Also, speaking of terrifying, Oba Femi versus Rusev. Rusev is cooked, guys. He's cooked. We got McTaro here who says, something just popped up to my head. Can you imagine if Finn reunites with Damian and Rhea as an OG Judgment Day faction war match? Would be so crazy. And you might be onto something. The only thing is that Damian's over on SmackDown. Rhea may be headed to SmackDown. So I don't know that they'll find themselves in the same places. So I'm going to say right now, maybe not, but I do like the idea if it were to happen. Thank you, McTaru. We also got J94 Nene who says Finn is gonna release the demon and take out Dom. I really hope he does. I think a lot of us are stoked to see the demon. Thank you so much, J94 Nene.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We also got Guitar Junkie here who says, I'd like to see Ethan Page join the Judgment Day. He would be kind of funny, actually. I think his personality would fit into the Judgment Day. I didn't think of him, but I actually kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. I could so see him fitting in there. I could also see Ricky Saints fitting into the Judgment Day. I can see either Ethan or Ricky if they wanted to. I can see them fitting into that perfectly, actually. Thank you, Guitar Junkie, for both of those really good suggestions there. We also have Andrew Cool, 9177. He says, choose one, Vikingo or Finn Balor for Mega Championship. Vikingo. Because I think he's fucking incredibly talented. So I would say Vikingo. Thank you so much, Andrew Cool, for the super chat, man. Appreciate that. We got Jeff Words here who says, seeing Kofi and Xavier makes me miss Biggie all the time. All the time, dude. Every time the New Day are on TV, I always have a cross in my mind about Big E, and I'm just like, damn, man, like, damn, I really wish that, you know, things worked out differently for him, but at least he's still able to do a bunch of other things and things, have a normal life, a normal functioning life outside of wrestling, which, you know, people with neck injuries sometimes don't always get. So I'm very happy that at least he can still do things, you know, that's the important part, truthfully. All right, give me one tiny second here. All right, 1 second. Awesome. Alrighty. Thank you so much, Jeff Wirtz, for also sending in the super chat, man. We got David Primero here who says Rusev for Royce Keys as muscle for Judgment Day. I would say Royce Keys. I feel like Rusev would kind of feel like weird in the group, especially because he's already been there for a while. It would feel forced. Whereas if they were to put Royce Keys in it, suddenly you're like, oh, because you're basically starting from scratch with Royce Keys. You can do anything with him. Anything. He's never been in WWE before. So you're starting brand spanking new. And for that reason, I gotta say that would be an awesome idea too. But primarily, I think I'm also just saying that because I want to see Royce Keys on TV already. Thank you, David. All righty. Okay, I'm all caught up now. Thank you so much to everybody who's been sending in some love, some support, and all of that. Let's see what else we got here. Let's go through some more comments. Let's see. Get out of here. Andy Nerschel says, I think Andre Chase should join the Judgment Day. He would bring a hokiness to it that could work, actually. If you want to add a little bit of a hokiness, maybe. Hey, thank you so much to Paula, by the way. Paula Cottam, 1456, says, hey, what's up? I don't know if you see my comment or not. I'm a new subscriber discovered your channel. You're doing a good job. Hey, Paula, thank you so much for finding my channel. And yes, I do, for the most part, see pretty much every single comment. Sometimes, obviously, when we get locked into what's happening on the show, I might not see a few, but I do definitely try to scroll back up and see comments and read them, especially from new viewers as well, because I want to make sure that people feel welcome, that feel like they can join future shows, because I know it takes a second when you're coming into like an entirely new environment and you're like, what is this? Who is this? Do I fit in? All right, let me get the audio back. But yeah, we usually just chill and watch Raw. Nothing too crazy around here. And then we do the post show. It's always a good time. Super chill. Thank you, Paula. All right, I'm surprised they even gave Rusev an entrance. When I saw Oba Femi coming out, I started to think that maybe Rusev was already out there. Like, I hate to say this, but I kind of thought they weren't even going to give him an entrance. He also has a score to settle, Corey. Because back at the says, imagine Tatum Paxley. I would say Tatum Paxley. Where'd you go, Tubbs? I lost your comment. Shit. Where'd you go, Tubbs? Tubbs, where'd you go?
Of Rusev tonight after an encounter last week.
Hold on, Tubbs. I'm looking for you. Damn it.
Of Bulgaria. But we are about to see an old school heavyweight throwdown tonight in Seattle. And I dare say,
I'm looking. Damn, I lost you. But anyways, Tubbs, I did see your comment where you suggested Tatum. The only thing is that they have too many girls already in the group. It's too many already. So I don't think they would add another one. I think we got to look for a boy on this one. Or a dude. I should say a dude. A dude.
3 years ago, he came out of the University of Alabama as a one-time outdoor, two-time.
We got King Pope says this match better go hat. Yeah, we need to get some meat, because this is the meat match. This is the meat match. Come on. Come on. Come on.
The man who has WrestleMania experience, Rusev.
That'll get people pumped. Let's go. Meat. All right. We're meat aficionados around here.
And Rusev and Oba Femi.
Dragon Knight says no such thing as too many ladies. Hey, I'm not going to fight you on that one. I'm not going to fight you on that one.
Throwing haymakers, these things could get downright primal. Two huge men as Oba Femi.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh.
Shows no fear, no matter who he's in the ring
against. We got Big G here. It says, no bread, no water, just meat.
Oh! Spine first into the bucket.
Thank you so much, Darius. Says Denise's Monday cast is where it is. Fuck yeah, let's go.
On the scene in the main roster back at Saturday night's main event when he had that great matchup with Cody Rhodes. Rusev, runs into a boot by Femi.
Cody Santello says that's AEW crowds that chant meat. Yeah, I can tell because nobody's ever chanted meat on here. But I chant meat because I recognize the meat wherever it's on. Doesn't matter what promotion, I will chant meat.
Son of a gun. I was thinking of another word, but I get it.
Thank you, Hulk 420.
Now Rusev thrust right to the throat. Now is over.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Rusev driven into the step shoulder first by Femi.
This is unfamiliar territory.
Yeah, it actually would. I would like it if the crowd chanted Oba just like non-stop throughout the entire matchup.
And Femi sends Rusev back into the ring to break up the count.
Oh, wow.
And Rusev driving Femi now to the floor.
Big, heavy rights.
Unloading again. Oh, look at the power of Femi.
Uh-oh.
And Rusev able to send Femi into the ring post. The veteran instincts of Rusev.
Backfired for Oba. Look out.
And now that's
damn. Hey, Rusev's actually looking good in this match. This is kind of like the best I've seen him look in a while, probably since he came back to WWE. But he's bringing the fire. He really, really is.
And Femi in a bit of trouble here now.
That was absolutely terrifying agility for a man the size of Rusev, who continues to chop down the big redwood.
And now Femi, though. Up goes Rusev, lands on his feet. Moscow.
They only staggered Femi.
Damn, bro! That was sick.
Rusev
crazy how he's making Rusev look small, even though Rusev is a big, meaty dude. That's crazy.
Incredible power.
Oh my God.
Here it comes.
Yeah. When the meat is good, the meat is good. That was exactly what I wanted from this. A nice little sprint of a match, power moves, meat, you name it, all of it. That's what we got here. It's what we got here. Love it.
Of exactly why
that was sick though, man. Jesus, I thought he like beheaded Rusev there for a second. Yep, that was fun. We got Jordan from Canada here says Oba is scary strong. We got James Evans here says Oba is mad. Arthur Andrews says he brings some haymakers, Denise. We also got a Kev here says the meat is well done. Russell here says that was quick. Really, I think that was actually Rusev's one of his best matches. Actually, the other one, since Rusev came back, the other match that I really enjoyed was the match that he had with Sheamus. The
6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
I'm trying to remember what it was called.
On ESPN
the stipulation match that they had. Ooh, you guys know which one it was. It was I'm forgetting the name. You guys know Sheamus' stipulation. The one he usually uses, the bar match. Yeah, but I forgot what it's called. The pub brawl. No, it had a name. It had a name. It had a name. I know the name. The second someone says it, I'm going to be so mad because I know it's in there. I know it's in there. No. Yes, the Donnybrook. Thank you. The Donnybrook. That's the one. The good old-fashioned Donnybrook match. That's the one. Oh, Brock's on next week. Anyway, so besides the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match that Rusev did with Sheamus, this one was probably his best one. All right, next week, AJ versus Bailey. Next week's Raw is looking a little bit more stronger than this week, by the way. Thank you, Russell.
Once and for all.
Oh, God. Who even cares? Who even cares? And they never even explained why original El Grande Americano wasn't in the match today against Penta.
Roman Reigns going to be in next week when he appears.
We got Brock on next week, Roman, AJ. Yeah, they're stacking up next week.
Roman Reigns is live.
By the way, we got WrestleMania who says Oba. We got Otto here who says short but not bad. All right, we got CM Punkin. Caden Got Good says as a longtime Rusev fan, I'm sad. I know. I think we were all expecting a little bit more for Rusev. We also got Guitar Junkie here who says at least Big E's doing better than Ridge Holland. I feel really bad for Ridge. I know he's kind of going through it too. I feel bad for Ridge. We got DJ Glade Jew here who says, what about Tony D'Angelo for Judgment Day? Ooh, no, it doesn't fit. No, it doesn't fit. I can't see it. I can't see it. I'll be real with you. I can't see it. Thank you, DJ, though. I appreciate the suggestion. I just don't see it. We got Stephen Marchulli here who says after this match for Brock has to be Oba, right? Like they're doing so much to make him look like a monster. He's killing people on both Raw and SmackDown. So why can't it be Brock and Oba? Exactly. Thank you, Stephen. We got Night Wolf here who says Oba needs to answer Brock after that, please. Amen. Say it louder for the people in the back, man. Say it louder for the people in the back. Thank you, Night Wolf. All right, let me mute the commercials. 1 second. Alrighty. By the way, we had a couple of people asking. We got Brandon here who says, "What did you think about Pat McAfee?" So he hasn't left WB, or he said he wasn't going to come back as a commentator or something like that on his Instagram stories. He was, I guess, answering a Q&A, and he basically said like he wasn't going to be coming back, and not like in a bad way. He was just saying like he doesn't feel like they need him. I do find that very interesting, to be honest, because and I'm trying to find the actual I'm actually trying to find the actual quote here. But I am a little surprised by that because we all know that Pat McAfee, the way that Triple H would talk about him, the way that hold on 1 second, let me see something. Man, what the hell? I hate when that happens. Anyways, sorry, something else caught my attention here. And I was like, no, I hate when that happens. Whenever like I have like a quote that came from my interview, but then certain sites will miss it and not pick it up. And then like 2 weeks later, someone will ask the same question and then everybody picks up that one. And I'm like, I had that like 2 weeks ago. Like, why? Pick it up. I hate when that happens. It happens quite often too. So I'm just like, anyways, no, but in regards to Pat McAfee, hold on, I'm trying to find the exact quote from Pat McAfee because I don't want to butcher it. But basically, like, I am a little surprised though, because he, hold on, let me get the quote. Okay, here we go. He says, I don't think you ever say never, especially with the WWE, but right now it doesn't feel like something that's supposed to happen. It doesn't feel like, it feels like the business has kind of passed me by a little bit. I grew up loving it, dreamed of working it, feel honored that I had the opportunity to work alongside the GOAT, Michael Cole, but I feel like the business is in a good spot without me. I'll continue to watch. Just weeks before announcing that he would, this is from Wrestling Inc. They said, just weeks before announcing that he would be stepping away from professional wrestling, McAfee competed in his first singles match. Okay, we already saw that. I don't need to read that. I knew that. Okay. What part else do I have to read? Apparently, he was experiencing some burnout due to multiple responsibilities in the sports media world. That makes sense because that dude had like 50,000 jobs, by the way. So he just said he will not be returning anytime soon to WWE. All right, so that's where we're at with Pat McAfee, for those of you guys wondering. I'm a little surprised by that. I understand the burnout, so the burnout definitely does make sense. But also, like, I also feel like
the largest roster in franchise
I'm surprised because they've always said wonderful things about him. He seemed pretty happy. It seemed like everything was going really, really good, and they speak so highly of him on press conferences and things like that. But yeah, I really do think it's a situation where we got Uncle Donkey who says he's got too much on his plate. It does feel like that. Like, I can't even keep track of all the jobs that Pat McAfee does. Mind you, he has a family. You know, I know he recently, like, his wife not too long ago had a baby, so the baby is, you know, still small. So I'm sure he's gonna want to also have some family time, clearly. All right, we're back here with CM Punk. Thank you so much, Revra. I appreciate this kind comment. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow, okay, I was a little bit wrong. I was unsure
what the temperature in the room was going to be regarding me.
They were like, after that Roman line, oh, Seattle was like, nah, it's cool. We're going to cheer for
Is
you.
it great to be alive?
Seattle basically said, we don't care. We're excited to see you, CM Punk. Literally. So funny. People are cheering, guys. They're
I think
cheering.
I know how to get you an octave higher. How about them Seahawks?
It's working. It's working. Hey, what's up, Darren? How are you? I'm doing great, man. Nice to see you.
Gosh, I thought some of you were going to be mad at me. There's some people that are upset about some things that I said last week. One thing in particular I heard was categorized as disrespectful.
I mean, wouldn't you agree, though?
So I don't know. You seem to love me. One thing I do know is that Roman Reigns has never respected me, not once in his entire career. I don't know. Hold your breath. You might show up.
Duh. I mean, he's showing up next week and the next week and the next week and the next week. He is scheduled to show up for a couple of these shows. Why is CM Punk pausing so much? Seems like he's like trying to figure out what everyone's vibing with here.
Roman Reigns has never respected me, but I will force him to respect the position I hold. Championships, titles in this business are made to find out who the best is. Championships and titles in sports are made to find out who the best is. And those best go on to defend their titles and they defend their championships. This title in particular was created because Roman Reigns shunned his championship responsibilities and he refused to defend his titles. But I defend mine. I defend this title because I'm proud of it. I defend this title because you deserve a fighting champion. And when I defend this title, I level it up. I level up the competition. If you stand in the ring across from CM Punk, you have to level up physically and damn sure verbally, because if you don't, I will leave you dumbfounded and slack-jawed like I did Roman Reigns last week. I level this place up. But unfortunately, this has been on my mind all week. Unfortunately, last week, I lowered myself to Roman Reigns' level.
Oh, I was actually looking forward to seeing what Ash was going to say, but
This could be interesting.
the fact that Jimmy, remember Jackie Redmond brought it up earlier backstage, and Jay at first didn't want to touch on it, but Jimmy was like, no. We might actually have something to say about this. And now we're kind of in a place where,
They're not out here yeeting. They're not out here
hey,
having fun.
who knows where we're going to get to with this. I'm curious to see how the Usos respond to CM Punk, because this is more of a serious thing that was said, and they have more of a fun vibe, so I'm curious to see how they'll handle it. But at least they got CM Punk out there, interacting with somebody. That way he's not just out there standing by himself, addressing Roman Reigns until he gets there. All right, let's see.
Hey, Punk, we need you to apologize right now. Apologize right now,
Jimmy's face. He looks so disgusted.
Why is Roman still sending his cousins out here in the ring to do his heavy lifting?
Hey, look. He ain't sent nobody out here to do nothing. Came out here my damn self, Boots. You better apologize right now, punk.
Jimmy's about to step in. He's like, hold on. I want to hear what Jimmy has to say. I feel like Jimmy's got some deep feelings right now. Let him out, Jimmy.
This got absolutely nothing to do with Roman Reigns, but everything to do with respect. It's the exact reason why we're standing out here tonight in the middle of this ring face to face. Because you know what, Phil? I got a whole lot of respect for you. I really do.
Phil?
I really do. I got so much respect for you because of the kind of character you are, brother. You say what's on your mind. You speak from the heart. If there's an obstacle in front of you, you ain't trying to go around it, under it, over. You run right through it, and I respect that. Mainly because you call yourself the voice of the voiceless. And you know what, man? You can speak trash about Roman all you want to, but what you did last week was disrespect our late uncle who has no voice.
Can't mess with the dead, man.
So apologize.
Yeah, I like that Jimmy brought more of like a serious tone to this.
You're right. Your brother's coming in a little bit hot, but you're right. Sika doesn't have a voice. And I'm not spiritual, but we're friends, and I know you are. Do you believe he can hear me right now? Can he hear us?
Oh no. Where's he going with this?
Okay, then I hope he hears this.
Oh no.
And I hope you're listening. Because we're friends, and your entire family and me go back a long way, a lot longer than a lot of people realize. I respect Sika. I didn't know him as well as I knew his brother, Atha. When I lived in Philadelphia, I would drive to Allentown, Pennsylvania. And I'm not saying I worked for free, because Atha was always generous to give me some gas money or a hot plate of food or a roof under my head when I needed it.
Nice.
I was paid in knowledge sitting under the wild Samoans learning tree. I damn near babysat Lance while the shows were going on. It was a thrill for young me to get to sit in the back of a pickup truck with the legendary Sammy, and have him drop knowledge on me. I respect everybody in your family, and everybody in your family in return has shown me nothing but respect, except that one son of a bitch. Now, if you think Sika heard that, then you believe he can see. And if you believe he can see, I know he sees exactly what I see. And that is what a lying, conniving, backstabbing, manipulative, gaslighting, egotistical,
it's a lot of words to describe Roman.
Plastic politician
Plastic.
his son Roman Reigns is.
Man, he still don't get it.
I was gonna say it still doesn't justify the lie.
This ain't about Roman Reigns. We need you to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jay's kind of right. It still doesn't justify it. Say it. Say it. Say it. I think he should say it. Because they're both coming from a good place here, I think. Where you can't really blame them for being mad. See, look, the fans are saying it too. Say you're sorry. I actually think you should. That's crazy. We're having a say you're sorry chat. That's crazy.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy. I wasn't expecting all
sorry.
this today.
I'm sorry Roman Reigns treated the two of you and the rest of his family and the bloodline like garbage for years.
No way he was
and
gonna say
never once
sorry.
came out here publicly to apologize for the way he treated his family that he loves. I'm sorry that Roman Reigns disrespected one of my mentors, the great American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, the father of my friend Cody, when he called him irrelevant and is somehow not on the hook for apologizing, but I am. I'm sorry, Usos. I'm sorry that Roman Reigns has tricked you and the rest of the Samoan family and all these people and everybody watching around the world that he gives a single damn about any of you or any of this, because if he did, if he cared about you or the people or me or this company or this business, I'd be standing in the ring talking to him right now instead of his young boys.
Not him calling the Usos young boys. No. Yeah, I was about to say the Usos had to fire back after all that. They had to. There was no going about it. They had to. I do think Punk deserved that from the Usos. But at least now the Usos do have a reason to, like, you know, more so back up Roman during all of this. Oh, shit. Damn, Raw ended early again today. Damn.
It's all good. It's all good.
That was fun. That was fun. All righty. Hey, okay. Give me a second while I wrap up my back end recordings that I have here running in the back. Give me 1 second. And then I'm going to wait for Robin. And as soon as Robin gets in here, we'll get the party started. But I'll be looking forward to everybody's reactions to all of this. But before we get into that, y'all know what time it is. Come on. Blow it up in the chat. Blow it up. Y'all know what time it is. Get it ready. Get it ready. We know what time it is. Hold on. It takes me like 2 seconds to cue everything up. This is me stalling right now. I'm trying to stall. Alrighty. Well, in the meantime, if you're tired of your dick stalling, make sure that you head on over to Blue Chew, because Blue Chew dropped something crazy. Next level championship belt, gold-plated energy. Blue Chew is the newest innovation in the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast that's setting the gold standard for performance. We're talking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket pumping and turn up the arousal and connection in your brain and body. Blue Chew Gold dissolves under your tongue and works in as little as 15 minutes. That means you can get it on quicker and stay in the game longer. Elevation without hesitation. This is peak passion and peak performance in a single tablet. Forget Netflix and chill. This is Netflix and Phil. Ladies, if you're listening, send your man the link and make him a trophy husband with Blue Chew Gold. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at bluechew.com. And of course, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with promo code Denise. That's promo code Denise. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. All right, we're still waiting for Robin, but he should be in shortly. He usually doesn't take long. And as soon as we get him in here, there he is. Perfect timing. Hey, Robin, how are you?
What up, Denise? What up?
I'm doing good. I'm just getting everything ready for the show. Oh, great. This thing is not working. All right. We're good. I'm going to pull up my notes up here. Usually I always pull everything up on the actual freaking desktop, but for whatever reason, it's not popping up today, but it's okay. It's okay, because we got it. We got everything we need. All right, here we go. Let me pull up our little frame here. Y'all are seeing DWO Unreal at the moment. All right, now we can get the party started. Robin's checking his hair. I'm getting graphics ready. It's a whole thing on here. Ready? Hair check, teeth check, smile. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Monday Night Raw post show. It is March 9th. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo, and Robin Lundberg. And we are, like 5-6 weeks, I don't even know, out from WrestleMania, and things continue to heat up. But Robin, first and foremost, how are you?
I'm doing well, Denise Housen. I thought that was a really, really good episode of Raw, to be quite honest. I was sports entertained the entire time, basically.
That's what we're here for. We're here to be sports entertained. But I guess where we got to get started on tonight is how we closed out the show with CM Punk and the Usos. So last week's show, Robin, you and I spent a lot of time talking about that Roman Reigns CM Punk confrontation. And we talked about that line where CM Punk had said that he was going to bury Roman Reigns next to his father. And I had kind of mentioned, like, that kind of felt a little low. Like CM Punk really had to dig into a bag to bring that out, because I almost felt like he had no other shots to take to Roman besides the part-timer stuff. Well, that line basically got so much attention, Robin, everywhere. Everyone was talking about it. And, there was a lot of people that thought it was incredibly disrespectful. And they played up on that here today. I think it was last week when it happened, Zilla Fatu even reacted to it during his live stream. And then today, Jackie Redmond brought it up to the Usos, and the Usos were like, yeah, we've got something to say, confronted CM Punk, wanted him to apologize, and CM Punk basically said no and kind of turned it into, I'm sorry that Roman did all of these awful things to you guys, but he basically did not apologize for that line, and went as far as to call the Usos Roman Reigns' young boys. And of course, that pissed him off. And so Jay popped him, punched him and took him out and left him out there. I think he was even bleeding a little bit. So it definitely feels like now you're bringing in more family members. It's gotten heated. What did you think of this?
The Usos punked him, right? And they were justified in doing
Yes,
so.
that's what I was saying too. Yes.
Yeah, they were in the right. CM Punk was in the wrong. And you were right, Denise, when you said it immediately after Raw last week, because CM Punk went low. I mean, so low, he said, I'm going to bury you next to your father. But he went there out of nowhere. We get him and Roman are going back and forth, but it was a cheap shot. It was a shock value line. It was the kind of line that makes you go, oh, can he not hang with the tribal chief? Can he not hang with the OTC? That he's got to fight dirty like that? Because, I mean, he keeps going back to the same well, which is a good one, because, the Roman well is dry when you're talking about appearances, but he keeps going back to that same well over and over again. Did it again tonight, but that was the one that, caught you off guard and made you think, how is Roman going to respond? Well, Roman didn't have to respond yet because Jimmy and Jay responded for him, because you're talking about family. And you know what it also makes you think? Could there be a bit of a bloodline reunion on the way?
Oh, I think you're on to this, man. I'm sensing the bloodline reunion incoming. I think it has to, because remember last week, Roman Reigns kept saying we, and even CM Punk called him out on that, and he was like, who's we? There is no we. You don't got a we. Well, he's going to get a we. He's got a we back. Yeah, you know how it is around here. Anyways, no, but seriously, I do think that bringing the Usos together again with Roman Reigns is the way to go, because it's been kind of weird, right? We've talked about how Roman Reigns has felt different ever since he kind of lost his whole group, and things haven't really been the same. And even with Roman and the Usos, we haven't really, it's been on and off with them. Remember a while back, there was some tension. Remember when he said, I don't want to see you guys until after Christmas or something. Mm-hmm. And then they kind of went back together. I don't know. The relationship situation between the Usos and Roman Reigns hasn't felt very clear. And I think right now, if they go about this where it's like, we all hate CM Punk, well, then the message is clear. They're all, sort of reunited once again, because their common goal is to go after CM Punk, who has disrespected their family. And I kind of felt the same way that right now that you were saying, I did think that the Usos were justified too, because them saying this is their family, Robin, everybody here, put yourself in that situation. If someone disrespected a family member of yours that passed, you're going to go out there and you're going to say, hey, man, like, you better say sorry because you didn't need to go there. And even with the story that CM Punk shared about his past with Roman's family, I thought that's a beautiful story. So tell me again why you would say the things that you said. So I did too feel, and I think the crowd felt it too, because they were all chanting for CM Punk to say sorry. And I felt that Jimmy and Jay were coming from a good place where they were coming with giving CM Punk a second chance to apologize, take back what he said, and then if he didn't, then handle their business. But I was on the side of the Usos today. I felt like they were completely justified.
They were on the eat side of history. I mean, the right side of history. I mean, that's what else are you going to say and do about it? But what I like about it is it adds another layer to this build and to this feud, because we don't, with either WrestleMania main event, you don't have the clear-cut baby face and the heel. And there's, some heelish tendencies from CM Punk as of late, both that line and the way he acted a little bit tonight. And then there's also the aspect of, because Punk brought it up before too. He's brought up Roman not being there, but he's also brought up he's needed help, right? And he emphasized that. Now you've got the cavalry in the form of the Usos, who, by the way, I mean, Jey Uso's become such a bigger star post Bloodline. I mean, the Bloodline helped launch him, but he's become such a bigger star that you're not just, throwing Roman Reigns as lackeys into the mix either. You're throwing bona fide stars in the game and on the scene. So it makes the road to WrestleMania more interesting. And I believe, if the schedule's correct, Roman Reigns will be showing up for work next week. So you can add that too.
I think he's showing up every week now, every Monday. I think you read the schedule last time, and I think it was every week starting next week. Yeah, man. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, ride the wave. You know what? I know I'm gonna sound like a heel right now, but I want them to really ride the wave. Maybe continue to push it. I want CM Punk full heel turn. I feel like after all of the buzz that line got out of people saying it was unnecessary, it was disrespectful, it was low, you name it, all of the things, for all of those reasons, I think that CM Punk needs to follow that natural line and turn full on heel. Like we've said, they're both towing the line here, but let's just go with it, man. Let's not fight it. Let's go with it. I at this point, that's what I want to see. So we'll see if they go that direction. But we got a couple of super chats here. Let's see what you guys are saying. We got Henry Kiernan, who says, did Gunther retire Pat? Does that count? So Robin, before all of this stuff happened with CM Punk, we were actually on the topic of Pat McAfee, because Pat McAfee basically said he doesn't know when he's going to come back to WWE. I think he's feeling a little burnt out from all of his 1 million jobs that he has. So Henry's doing a play on, he did wrestle Gunther. Hey, he did wrestle Gunther. That was like the last big thing that he did. So maybe you could argue that Gunther retired him.
Though those comments from Pat McAfee struck me like someone who's going to be calling WrestleMania this year.
Probably, probably.
Especially with the first hours being on ESPN and everything. So I wouldn't quite call it a career, but it's a good connection there. And if he does indeed stay retired from the booth, Gunther is within his rights to claim it.
Thank you, Henry. We got Steven Marchulli here, who says, I smell a Bloodline reunion at WrestleMania. The band gets back together to help Roman. How important do you think it is for Roman to have the Usos alongside him?
I mean, I don't know. We've seen him show up and he didn't need the Usos to generate the buzz with those promos with CM Punk. So I think need is a strong word. And the one thing I would caution against is using it as a crutch, because you don't just go, oh, look, it's the Bloodline, because the Bloodline worked for so long, right? Like, so you don't want to just say, oh, we'll just go back to that because it worked. But if they work it in naturally, like they did, I mean, tonight, that made perfect sense. Exactly, totally justified, no holes in the logic. Then it's an addition to Roman Reigns and his aura and what his, next reign could look like. You just don't want it to feel like a repeat. You have to make sure, it's a remix rather than a repeat.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Thank you, Steven. We got Rev Rashim Stewart who says, will John Cena be in the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame? I feel, look, I'm going to say no. And the reason I say no is because they kind of have to save their headliners as they go on. And right now you already got Stephanie McMahon. You got AJ Styles. To me, that feels big enough. So that, hey, if we want to hold off on John Cena till 2027, then okay, you could do that. Like, you don't have to go right now all in because you do got some pretty big 2 names already to, headline the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to say no. I think they can hold off on it just a little bit longer. Thank you so much. We got Guitar Junkie who says it's about blood. Drop him Usos. You see, the people, or at least some people, are definitely going to be siding with the Usos here. We got Uncle Donk here who says, great segment with all the callbacks. Punk still king of promos. I also did like when he did make that mention of, like, when you're with me, you got to raise the bar, not just physically in the ring, but also verbally. Oh, I thought that was really good too. Thank you, Uncle Donk. We got Stephen Marchuli here who says, hot take alert. CM Punk was right. Roman was a true heel. It's about him since SummerSlam return after loss to Cody. Like, he's right in a lot of the things a lot of the criticisms of Roman Reigns, but was he right to bring up the line? No. That part did definitely feel like he was reaching. But everything else, though, that he has said about Roman Reigns, you can argue that he's right.
Yeah, it felt out of nowhere in the framework of their feud. It's just like, when's the last time anybody brought up like Roman's pops like that? Like I don't even, you hear about the bloodline and the family tree and all that. And we know, even with Cody back at the 40 build, that was a thing. So it's a point of contention for them and how important family is. And obviously when somebody passes, it's even more so. But with Cody, he's so associated with his dad specifically that, like, the Dusty thing comes up and you have the Nepo allegations that you might get as a result of that. And that would work with the Roman family tree and all that, but it never seems solely focused on his dad or anything like that. It just felt like a random low blow.
Can you imagine if me and you right now were arguing about, like, whatever, like something wrestling related, and then you were like, yeah, well, Denise, your dad died, whatever. I'd be like, what the fuck? Why are you bringing that up? Shit like that. Like, that's what that felt like. Like, it just felt weird. Anyway, thank you, Steven. But I love that it got people talking, though. I love that part of it. And I can't wait to, like, I'm excited to hear Roman Reigns' rebuttal to that. We got Polarizer 372 who says, shit is crash out. Jay finally coming back. I hope so. Heel Jay was better. I don't know about Royce, but if everyone says he could be good with Dom, cool. Yeah, so we've another big part that we're going to get into for today is that Finn Balor has been betrayed by the entire Judgment Day, which means that now it's Dom, Dominic, JD, Liv, Raquel. We don't know where Roxanne is going to stand because don't forget that Finn brought her in. But also, that means that we're probably going to have a new member added to the Judgment Day and, create this new version of the Judgment Day. People have been throwing out names, Royce Keys. We've heard Ethan Page. I threw out Ricky Saints. There could really be anyone to, like, just start to stamp this new Dominic Mysterio ran Judgment Day. Is there anybody that you think could be added to it, or are you just kind of like, whoever?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of the additions as much as the subtraction tonight because it was a long time coming, right? And you have to give the Judgment Day some credit in retrospect. They've been there for a minute. I mean, factions, they'll fizzle out a lot of times. This one has stood its ground, but that needed to happen. You needed to get that Dom and Finn Balor feud kicked into high gear, and it was well executed. It's been simmering for a minute, and then finally Dom's looking for him. Where's Finn? They get in the ring. Finn's actually the one, I don't know if you want to say he betrayed them, but he's the one that sort of incited that, right? And then he catches the beatdown. But yeah, as far as new members of the Judgment Day, I mean, those names usually, Ricky Saints seems to fit the vibe and the motif. I didn't think of Royce Keys, but we don't know what he's going to do. I'm imagining he's going to show up after WrestleMania, if I had to guess. that they might be waiting for these stories to settle and then give him a fresh new entryway. But yeah, I was more thinking about the way it came apart than the additions. I didn't know they had to specifically replace him, but it makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm more so just excited that we're finally seeing this all come to an end. I mean, we have been wanting to see Finn Balor taken more seriously, presented more seriously. People want to see the Demon. They have been teasing this forever, Robin. Like, this isn't a 6-month thing. Like, they started planting the seeds for Finn and Dom and this whole thing, I feel like a year ago. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but it really, really does feel like a long time. So the fact that we're finally here and now, and that this is happening, that's what I care about, that it's finally actually being put into motion. And hey, we're making our way into WrestleMania for this, but I'm more so just looking forward to seeing what credibility we can kind of build right back up for Finn, because he should be somebody that is in that main title picture. And yes, he did have a match, 2 matches against CM Punk, but I do think like he should kind of like remain in that atmosphere where you're talking about Finn with the top guys on Monday Night Raw, like your Seth Rollinses, like all of those people, but we got to kind of get him back up there. And I think that this feud with Dominic, that could be it. That could be the thing to start getting the ball rolling. We got Guitar Junkie here who says Usos need some Blue Chew because they look soft in that segment. We needed a Samoan beat down. I mean, they did at least finish it with a bang, you know?
Yeah. I don't know why they look soft in that segment. They were reasonable and justified. They were reasonable.
They were like, oh, apologize. And they were like, maybe Guitar Junkie is looking at this in the way of like, I ain't even going to ask for an apology. I'm just going to F you up.
But that's where they are at character-wise, and they've been friendly with the dude before, right? So it made sense for them to be like, yo, you're out of pocket. We're here to check you. And then, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself, which is what happened at the end there.
Nah, bro, if it was me and someone said that to me or said that about one of my family members, I would walk out there like just dead serious, keeping eye contact, run in the ring and throw down. Like that's what I would do. We got Jeff Wirtz here who says, it's not popping up. Take Blue Chew. Hey, if you wanted to pop, Blue Chew, promo code Denise all the way. Thank you, Jeff Wirtz. We got Rob from KW who says CM Punk brought up a good point referring to Dusty. Yes, kind of showing that Roman had disrespected Dusty, mentioned alluded to his friendship with Cody Rhodes. That was a good point to bring up as well.
That's what about is it? What does that have to do? Like, if I'm the Usos, why do I give a shit what Roman Reigns said about Dusty Rhodes or Cody Rhodes? You're talking about my family, bro. It has nothing to do with that.
You're like, it only matters when it's my family, damn it. I don't care about his family. It's my family.
Yeah, of course. In their viewpoint and vantage point, why would they give a shit about that? I don't understand.
Thank you, Rob. We got Hassan Vala here who says character work is great. Jimmy is underrated as Big Bro, and CM Punk playing off how obsessed he is with Roman. Like, bro, just apologizing pissed me off. I did love Jimmy Uso in this because, like, Jay was like, I'm ready to throw down. Like, if he wasn't here holding me back, I would fight you. But Jimmy was the I'm serious right now, and you really pissed me off, and you crossed the line. That was the vibe that Jimmy brought, and that was the part that, for me, kind of took it to that next level.
Yeah, I mean, he was more the voice of reason, and measured in the delivery, and I think somebody referred to it in the chat before, but Jay was crashing out.
Yeah, he was. He was. Thank you, Hassan. We got JM here. It says, Serious Jay is one of the best characters. I do prefer when he is serious. Well, I don't want to say prefer because I like him both ways, but when he is serious, it's a fresh new way of looking at Jay, because usually everyone looks at him and he's just like the yeet man, right? He's out there and he's yeeting all of that. But when you add some more dimension to him, like when he won, what was it? When he won the Rumble, I forgot if it was when he won the Rumble or when he won the title. Remember when he won the title and then Monday Night Raw afterwards he came out and he cut this very like emotional promo? Oh, I loved that. I love seeing that side of Jey Uso. So anytime we see something that isn't just yeet and that adds more depth to who he is, and you get to see an inner side of Jey Uso, I think that always just sells very nicely. Thank you, JM. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says maybe we'll get the final boss again and we will get the slap like he did to Cody. Thank you, Anthony. We got Josh Gilbert. Hey, Josh, thank you for the super chat. He says, the Judgment Day story has carried Raw for 4 years straight and the best consistent story. Finn versus Dom is the match I'm looking forward to the most for WrestleMania and will steal the show. Flowers earned. Well, they're both. I really think that they can mesh very well. Finn is a very extraordinary wrestler. Dominic has improved a lot. So I do think that both of them could go in there in the ring and actually mix it up and have a good match. I'm pretty sure their match will have a lot of involvement. I'm sure, everybody is going to get their hands dirty. JD, Liv, Raquel, like we saw them throw shots into Finn Balor today. Them getting involved in Dominic's matches would be nothing new because they got involved in his match against John Cena at Survivor Series. So yeah, I can definitely see this being a good wrestling match, but also it's going to be one with those added shenanigans to it.
And when it just has a lot of heat built into it and a long, slow build built into it. So it's, the kind of match that is a WrestleMania match in that sense. Like, it's not a WrestleMania match in the sense of, like, this is what we're selling the card on, the biggest names, whatever. But it's a WrestleMania match in the sense of this has been a storyline for a long time. It's been a breakup that's been brewing for a long time. It's an actual feud with long-term storytelling that is built to pay off at the biggest event. So I see why they brought it to a head right now.
I was laughing too because I was remembering that coming off of last year's WrestleMania, I seriously thought that we were going to see the year of Dominic Mysterio turning babyface, and then it just never happened. Oh my God. I read the card so wrong last year. Thank you, Josh. We got Luis A. Mendez here who says, now that the Usos confronted CM Punk, I wonder if this means we can get a serious Jey Uso again. He has to be serious like the whole way through for this because this is, like we said, this is about blood. This is about family. And not only that, but he also insulted them in their relationship with Roman Reigns too by calling them young boys. That's very insulting. Like the Usos ain't out here washing balls. Come on now. Let's go. That's terrible. We got Rob from KW who says, and his comment is no worse than Drew burning Cody's pick with Dusty. That is another thing we brought up last week too, didn't we? We were talking about how Drew McIntyre has gotten there. He burned a photo of Cody with his father.
But what do we keep talking about Cody's dad and Pop's irrelevant?
It's more of like, okay, did CM Punk cross a line or not? If we've also seen Drew McIntyre do it.
But Drew McIntyre is also a heelish dick character. CM Punk has not been that. He's been a fan favorite baby. I mean, like even to the point of like corporate Punk allegations. So it just felt out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Given the tenor of the feud thus far and given where CM Punk is, not in that the history books of wrestling or whatever anybody has ever used. But it's not the first time somebody's father or mother or whoever has been invoked. It just felt random.
Cody talks more about his dad too.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like that. Yeah, like he always talks about his dad. So I feel like that was kind of like the opening for Drew to be like, okay, well, you're out here talking about your dad. I'm going to burn your photo. So I guess what we're trying to say here is that like with the Drew Cody storyline, I think we knew they were going to take it there. With the CM Punk Roman one, we didn't know they were going to take it there. Thank you, Rob. We got Kevin H here who says the Usos were right to be mad, but Punk is fighting this war physically and mentally. This is not the time for apologies. Let's do that after Mania. Thank you, Kevin. I like that. We got Infamous Raider Loco here who says, okay, first time ever, I'm going solo to a wrestling event and nervous, but first AEW event. What? He says, I got my ticket. Little man wish he could go, but he made you a fan art gift. He says, gotta meet the Cali Connect. Email you info for tonight. Oh my gosh, Frank. Yes, I can't wait to meet you. Oh my God, I'm finally gonna get to meet Frank. That's incredible. I'm gonna be at Dynamite in San Jose this Wednesday. So yeah, good stuff. Thank you, Frank. We got McTaro here who said the women's gauntlet match are awesome and happy for Bayley to win. And the dream match of Bayley versus AJ Lee have came true. That was another portion that we saw today, a gauntlet match that featured Asuka, Io, Bayley, Raquel, Ivy Nile. Who am I missing? I said Asuka, Raquel, Bayley.
Io Sky.
I mentioned Io. All right.
Raquel Rodriguez. You said Raquel.
Yeah, I said Raquel. I feel like I'm missing someone. All right, I know the chat's gonna be like, you forgot this person. But no, seriously, we did have a really Lyra. It was Lyra.
Yeah,
Because
Lyra.
Lyra and Io kicked it off, that was my favorite part of the entire gauntlet. But Raquel did really good. There was a moment where she like threw Io Sky and it was brutal, but she ended up kind of getting screwed by the distraction with Liv and Stephanie brawling on the outside. And she then went in and attacked Io furthermore. So then that's how Ivy was able to come in and defeat Io. So then it was Ivy and Bailey in the finals, and Bailey got her win there. I'm sorry. And then Asuka afterwards. My apologies. Bailey and Asuka in the finals. And that's how Bailey got her win. This was good. I had fun with it. I felt like the way that they told the story and how people got eliminated was cool. And I'm actually really happy it was Bailey. I had a feeling it was going to be Bailey because of last week's segment. She was the one that was almost not gonna really go for it until Lyra convinced her to.
Yeah, I mean, good match. A lot of wrestling time on TV, right? You know, for those who complain about that. And yeah, you're right, because I was a little miffed when Io beat Raquel. Not because, you know, I love Io and I wouldn't be surprised by her beating anybody, but just the way that Raquel has been built until then Io loses right afterwards. So because they both lost in succession, you know, it made the outcomes within the ultimate outcome feel less consequential and more like a good storytelling within the match. And Ivy Nile obviously capitalized on what happened to Io Sky there from Raquel Rodriguez. And then the Bailey finish was good too, because she seemed like she had lost her confidence a little bit. And you know, she had to get the pep talk from Lyra, like you mentioned. And she was like flirting with, I don't want to say jobber, that's a little far, but she had not had a good run as of late, taking a lot of L's, not feeling like she's in the mix or the picture held. The storyline is about how she, you know, got taken off the WrestleMania card last year. Obviously, that was, you know, part of the story, but nonetheless, it felt like something that Bailey kind of needed right now. So it was nice to see her get that win, and I'm interested to see how she builds off of that.
Yeah, that's the part, right? So we're going to see the match next week. And now, exactly, like, is she going to be in the WrestleMania card? We don't know. There's still so many question marks around there. I think a lot of people are going to be bummed out, though, if Bailey isn't on the WrestleMania card, because then that would be like 2 years in a row, and you're like, let's not do that. Thank you, McTaru. We got the wrestling figure god who says Roman hasn't changed. Punk pointed out he's the heel. Thank you so much, the wrestling figure good god. It does feel like, we said, they're both showing both of those elements. We got well-rounded Leo here, says, to me, Demolition is the Hall of Fame headliners. Oh, I mean, they're freaking awesome and they're legendary, but I think WWE is going to promote more so Stephanie and AJ as like the main ones. Because, you know, that's just what they do every year with whoever's the main headliner. We got McTaru here.
Sorry.
Yeah. We got McTaru here who says, I hope The Rock doesn't come after Punk for this. For that, for calling him a bald fraud. He's got plenty of reasons. Thank you, McTaru.
We can never escape The Rock, right? Like,
Never,
it's always like
never.
The Rock is going to be here.
We got Rob from KW says, honestly, Jay looks like a tweaker. What? Oh, because he was like,
yeah,
walking back and forth. Oh, shit. Thanks from KW. We got W. Karams here who says, women's effing wrestling. That gauntlet rocked. Getting the full Io Lyra match was a perfect taste, and I'm begging for a program. Ivy looked good in a big spot, and Bailey was the perfect winner. Women are money. Yo, I actually do think that Ivy looked really strong. I was kind of doubting her a little bit in this gauntlet. I thought, you know, all these other girls are so much more further advanced. We've seen so much, but I got to give her credit, man. She hung in there, and she did not look out of place at any point during this match. And I feel like when you're in there with a lot of serious competitors, you got to bring your A game, and she really, really did. So I felt like that was, you know, if WWE is looking for signs of whether or not to like really push someone or not or whatever, I think that Ivy showed she can hang with the top girls, and that's very important. Thank you, W. Karams. And I do agree. I want to see more of Io and Lyra for sure. And they've had great matches in the past, actually, like kind of like around the time when Lyra started appearing on Raw, but it's been a minute. Actually, Lyra did mention to me that her dream match is a 60-minute women's Iron Woman match. I said it twice. 60-minute Iron Woman's match with Io Sky. That's her dream match. Yeah. Thank you, W. Carams. We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, I just brought my Hall of Fame tickets and I can't wait. Watch AJ Styles his whole career. So it's a full circle for me to witness his Hall of Fame. Dude, incredible. I hope to see you there, Anthony Giuliano. We got Sleaze Boy here who says, for Pillow Talk segment, Rhea and Jade are sitting on bed, holding pillows, giggling, and talking about who their favorite Backstreet Boy is. I don't even know if they're fans of the Backstreet Boys.
Did the Backstreet Boys have names?
Yeah, of course. There's
none of them have like
Kevin.
a solo career, though, right?
Nick kind of no, not really. No, not really. They tried. I think Nick tried, but I don't think it really took off. And then they kind of like came back together, and now they're doing
Nick
like the
in
greatest
98
hit stuff.
Degrees?
No, we're talking about Nick Carter.
Oh, Nick Carter. Okay.
Yeah.
But there was a Nick in 98 Degrees that was with Jessica Simpson, right? Wasn't
That's Nick Lachey?
Nick Lachey? Okay. NSYNC had the more. I feel like NSYNC
had
I could
Justin.
name the individual.
Yeah, we got to name the
NSYNCers.
blonde boys here.
I mean, Justin Timberlake, JC Chavez, the big dude. What was his name?
No, see, I wasn't an NSYNC girl. I'm sorry.
No.
I was a Backstreet Boys girl. I can't help you out with NSYNC. Like, I know like 3 songs, all right? And that's like their most popular songs. Bye, bye, bye. I was a Backstreet Boys girl, okay?
I could probably name 5 between all of them combined if I count.
AJ was my first crush, Robin. Like, I thought I was going to grow up and get married to AJ. Like, that's what I thought.
Boys.
From the Backstreet Boys, yeah. Oh, and then I recently met him last year. Okay, look, Robin, I've met a lot of celebrities, okay? And let me tell you, I don't think I ever got as nervous as when I saw AJ. I was like, not even myself. I shriveled down back to a little girl. Oh my God, I fell in love. I was so in love that day. I was in the clouds, like in the clouds. Thank you, Sleaze Boy. Are you judging me, Robin? I feel like I'm being judged.
I was just thinking who's more famous, you or him right now.
What are you talking about, AJ from the Backstreet Boys?
I had to Google image him to find out.
Robin, how are you not aware of this?
I mean, I'm aware of the Backstreet. Everybody.
Yes.
but
and AJ has like the hearts of many, many, many
I didn't
millions.
know he was the one.
Well, he's the one. He's got the one with the edgy alternative look.
Got
Nick is like the pretty boy. I don't do pretty boy. I like the edgy, like, rawr, and that was AJ.
I see. Yes.
Yeah. We'd be so cute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the picture of me and him, and tell me we wouldn't be so cute. We would be
Okay.
so cute. I just know it. All right, we got W. Carams here who says, an angel got its wings with CM Punk bringing up Roman's line about Dusty. That's how it's done, and not insult the audience. So much to use that they're doing it. Everything after I'm sorry was nailed. Thank you, W. Carams. I'm glad that you enjoyed that whole correlation there. We got Hassan Bala here who says, do you think more Judgment Day pieces will fall before Mania, i.e. Raquel finally turning on Liv? Also, any updates on Naomi? I hope they're doing okay. So in terms of updates on Naomi, I haven't seen any. I'm sure she's doing good. And then as for Raquel turning on Liv, I almost feel like she should, because Raquel's never gonna blossom on her own if she doesn't get out of being in the shadow of Liv Morgan. That's just what I think. So I think it has to happen. Plus, that's also been something they teased. So maybe give it 10 months and then she'll finally do it.
Well, I mean, and then is the Judgment Day just going to be a thing for the rest of time? Maybe aside from like adding new members. I mean, you have this feud with Dom and Finn Balor, but maybe eventually the Judgment Day as a whole just implodes.
Yeah. Thank you, Hassan. We got MK1021, who also became a brand new member of the DWO. Welcome. We got W. Carams here, who says, huge props to both Jimmy and J2. Nailed the good cop, bad cop. Both provided the audience a unique perspective. I believed them. Very crucial. Exactly. I liked that. Thank you, W. Carams. We got Sleaze Boy here who says, were you in your 20s when the Backstreet Boys peaked? No, I wasn't in my 20s. I was like 9.
Yeah.
I was very, very small when the Backstreet Boys were like a thing, But by the time I was in my 20s, like they weren't, I think they ended up having a like reunion concert because I went to their reunion concert, but that I was like maybe 22 at their reunion concert, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I don't even think I was in my 20s when the Backstreet.
Yeah, how old do you think I am, sleaze boy? I'm offended. Thank you, man. We got W. Karams here who says, I know people like things to be traditional baby heel in general, but I see Punk Roman as a choose your own adventure. Ooh, type of matchup. Both guys have stances you can back. That's compelling to me. I agree because in everyday life, you know, us as human beings, we're complex people. We're not all walking around, you know, being perfectly baby face, but some of us ain't walking around perfectly heel. You know, I mean, there might be a little mix in there, you know, a little baby face, a little heel.
And both of those guys have that edge that you're so attracted to.
Yes.
Denise. So
yes,
they can walk that line.
It's the bad boy syndrome, all right? It's what I got, Robin, all right? Well, they say girls have the bad boy syndrome. Oh, I got it. It's locked in there. Thank you, W. Karevs. We got Terrence Matthews here who says, the thing is the Usos were asking him to apologize to Sika and their family and not to Roman, so his point about the Dusty comments doesn't hold to me. I get that too, because I was saying, they came in here, Jimmy and Jay came in there with good intentions to defend a family member who cannot defend themselves. But basically, CM Punk basically said all of the other reasons as to why he's not going to apologize.
Yeah, but they specifically said that too, that they're not there for Roman, that they're not, you know, they were there for their family.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Terrence. Yep, I'm with you. All right, there's a part of the show that I'm very curious, Robin, on your thoughts on, because Jesus, I'm not a fan of this. The one thing I did not like on this show was the Seth Rollins Masked Man stuff. And the thing that broke the camel's back for me was them doing that little goofy, we're going to dance around him so that we can all confuse you and you're not going to know which one is Seth Rollins. Oh my God, why did they do that to Seth? It looks so bad. I didn't like it. Seth deserves better than this. I really hope that they call it a quits with this. I feel like they're almost laying it in so thick with the masked men stuff because they saw people critiquing and saying they didn't like the masked men stuff. So now I feel like they're doing it more just for it to get, you know, some heat, but it looks so goofy. It looks so corny. And then it was funny too, because when they were, who was beating up on LA Knight? It was, Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Yes, excuse me. Logan Paul and Austin Theory afterwards were beating up on freaking LA Knight, who had gone out there. And then the Usos came out to try to help out LA Knight, but then the Usos freaking took their time to get there to actually help LA Knight. I was not a fan of this opening segment here, and I really, really want them to ditch the masked man stuff.
I get where you're coming from. I was kind of entertained. I got a text saying the same thing. So you're certainly not
Dude,
alone.
I got somebody that texted me and they sent me a fucking clip. They gave me a fucking clip of this and they said to me, bruh, this is what you're watching?
Yeah.
And they put a laughing emoji, laughing at me for watching Monday Night Raw, and they send me the clip of this freaking segment. And that was pretty damn embarrassing.
But the crowd was chanting holy shit at it, you know, in the arena. And I feel like these are all.
But no, they were chanting holy shit before, like as soon as they were going into the ring. But what I'm criticizing, the part where they were all like doing this.
Yeah.
That's the part.
To conceal Seth there. But the one wrinkle that's interesting is if it is indeed, you know, that one random dude who had the mask pulled that was identified as one of Seth Rollins' students. And I'm thinking that's where they're going, that all the masked men are Seth Rollins' students. So sort of his disciples in a way to get back. But I can totally get where somebody would think it was corny or too much, or look, Triple H has totally lost it. I haven't loved the Vision stuff recently, but I'm not going to lie and say that I hated it. I didn't hate it.
Oh man, I cringed so hard, dude. I was like, Lord, no, this is not the part that I sign up for. I sign up for the graps, okay, and the cool stuff and the fun stories. Like, let me talk about CM Punk and Roman Reigns for 40 minutes. I don't want to touch this Seth Rollins stuff. Seth Rollins deserves better, Robin. Like, come on. This is lowering his stock. They cannot do that to Seth. I'm sorry. I'm not on board with this whole masked man stuff. All right, we got a couple of super chats here. Let's see what people are discussing. We got Guitar Junkie here who says, looking forward to Rhea rescuing the women's title. Jade can't wrestle or cut a promo. She's a modern day Lex Luger. Hey, I like Lex Luger. Look, I get everyone's criticisms on Jade. She has had a couple of good matches in there sprinkled throughout this reign that hasn't had many defenses. I do also want Rhea to win just so that, and look, here's my thought. Let me correct myself. If they have Jade win, they need to have Jade have more matches. If they're not planning on doing that, then give the title to Rhea so that we can kind of get back on track.
I feel like if they haven't given up on Jade, she needs to win. If they still believe in Jade Cargill, then she needs that win over Rhea Ripley to justify where she's at, to take her to that next level. And then, yes, you have to follow that up with more matches, better storylines, all those things. But I'm very intrigued how that match turns out, because to me, if you sign Jade Cargill, you're presenting her as this superstar, you hope her to be eventually this superstar. Either you still believe that, or you've thought, maybe not so much anymore. And if Rhea wins, to me, it feels like the latter, because if they still do believe in Jade Cargill, I think she needs to get that W.
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know. Do they or do they not? I guess we'll find out at WrestleMania. We got John Taylor here who says, 1, love that Danhausen. 2, love the CM Punk segment. That's the Phil I missed. 3, Robin appears to be aging in reverse like Benjamin Button. Looking good, my dude. And I guess Denise too. You know what, John? Suck it. All right. All right, John, suck it. No, but seriously, okay. They had Danhausen. We need to talk about this because Danhausen cursed the original El Grande Americano. But then afterwards, they had the other El Grande Americano come out and do the match. Now, I didn't watch today where I can see what happens in the commercials. So I don't know if something happened in the commercials or maybe he was taken out. I don't know. So as a viewer who was watching a commercial, when we came back and it's Ludwig, I'm thinking, what? He wasn't supposed to be in the match. And I panicked a little bit because I thought that meant they were going to just randomly have Penta lose the match right after he just won the title. But they didn't go about it that way. They had a they had a match. We'll just call it that. They had a match. The highlight for me in this was I liked Danhausen's little segment backstage with Gable. That was hilarious. And I also liked Penta's promo. Penta's promo was really, really like energetic, made me feel like I can accomplish anything. He made me feel like I could climb Mount Everest with that promo.
Very impassioned, right?
Yes.
Penta was like, you can do it. You can do it. But he really did it authentically and in a way that cut through. And he's not a guy that you're used to delivering things on the mic like that. You're more used to him delivering in his presentation and in the ring. So I thought it was a well done speech and segment. And then as far as Danhausen goes, all those people who crashed out about him coming out of the crate, your takes are cursed, because since then he's gotten over like Rover. Yeah. Dude's only needed a few backstage segments, hasn't really had to hit the ring other than the throw t-shirts, and you got people loving him, finishing the curse lines for him, amused, laughing. He's getting views. He's selling those shirts in the shop, and I think they're pairing him with the right people, right? Like, well, when he came in, Dom Mysterio's a good one to curse Dom of all people. Then you got him with The Miz, who knows how to do the comedic bits and is partner with a lot of people. Today, there's no more bullshit character than El Grande Americano, so it makes sense with Danhausen there. Eventually, we'll get R-Truth right in the mix, and we'll see all that. And then you can play the comedy bits like I've suggested, him challenging Brock and stuff like that, where it's a different disparity. But I feel like they got the good formula going with him right now. And clearly, since that debut at Elimination Chamber, any doubts have been eliminated.
I like that line. I thought that he was going to go out there and help Finn Balor. I also thought it was interesting that they didn't address Danhausen at all during that. I'm like, come on, address the big elephant in the room. You got cursed, Dom. But only blamed Finn Balor. And I'm like, all right, bro. Okay, I see what's going on here. Thank you, John. We got W. Karams here who says, Robin, been loving hearing you on Busted Open more often. For both of you, which co-host do you feel you have the most chemistry with outside of each other? Oh, that's a great question. For Busted Open, for me, it's Mark because I've gotten to work with him the most. And then here on the channel, I have a different chemistry with everybody. I've been doing shows the longest with Reg. So I feel like that has definitely been the catalyst for us having really good chemistry is, making sure that, just when you do things longer with somebody, it gets better.
Yeah, the most chemistry with. I've done the show with so many different people. I don't know if there's been. I like doing it with Thunder. I like Tom. He's good. I mean, I did one with Tommy Dreamer last week too. I've done it with so many different people over there. So I'm trying to think of. The answer would be Denise if I'm being real.
I know, I'm being serious. It helps when you honestly do shows with someone more often. It really makes them into it makes the pairing better because you just know each other already and you're like, okay, cool. I can kind of get an idea of what I can say or not what can I say, but where I could take the conversation. That makes any sense at all. Thank you so much, W. Karams. We got DC for Life here who says, I have a feeling Roman will have a promo about CM Punk's dog and more CM Punk personal life next week. Chad Gable was attacked backstage. There was 2 people behind him. I saw that, but I didn't get to see the attack, so I didn't know if they actually did it or not. And commentary said they didn't know what even happened. So I'm thinking, okay, I guess they didn't show anything if commentary is saying they don't know what happened. So thank you so much for filling me in on that gap. And yes, I do think that Roman will get more personal. I want to see him get more personal. And there's so much to pick from with CM Punk. You can go any direction. You have so much material, so much.
And the good thing though is that segment works so well without Roman tonight. That was hot, and it didn't even need Roman for So it's nice because you get that line from Punk, right, which leads into this segment tonight. So you had a perfect follow-up actually to what Punk said without Roman coming in. Now we still get the follow-up from Roman. So you extend it out a few weeks and increase the build.
Yes, and also they didn't leave him out there basically like what they did with Cody Rhodes when he didn't have John Cena and he had to come up with new shit to say. They didn't do that today with CM Punk. They didn't let it breathe. That's what I thought he was going to do. I was like, oh man, CM Punk's going out there and stalling because Roman isn't there and trying to fill a promo just because Roman isn't there. But now they added a whole new layer where now if anybody who's in this bloodline associates with CM Punk or comes across CM Punk, they're going to have something to say about CM Punk's actions. He's got beef now with the entire bloodline. Whether or not you had beef with him, you've got it now. Thank you, DC for Life. We got W. Karams here who says, would you rather see Becky and AJ at WrestleMania or add Bayley and Lyra? I think Becky and AJ, that's just the way that they're going to go. And it feels appropriate to the story that they've been telling. So I would be fine with them just doing Becky and AJ.
Yeah, I think you finish it there, right? That's the kind of end of it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't feel like you need to add stuff if it doesn't feel like it actually needs to be added. All right, the last thing I want to get into is Obafemi versus Rusev. That was fun. Just a good old meat ass-kicking match. And everybody is saying, please let Obafemi be the one to answer Brock Lesnar's challenge, especially after he's been going out there and beating guys left and right. How'd you feel about Oba tonight?
They've got something with Obafemi. Right. I mean, and he's got something with the strut that's going on, but it feels like a big deal every time his music hits. I saw the graphic that Rusev was going to be facing him, and I'm like, condolences, Rusev. And it's getting to the point where it might be impossible for them not to do Obafemi and Brock Lesnar, whether that was the plan or not, because you haven't chosen Brock's opponent. Because the fans are telling you they want Oba, and those chants are getting louder and louder and louder. I don't know how you have Oba not be the one to answer that call at this point. And it just feels like these stars are aligning to put that rocket on his back. and have it take off by having him take down Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
You think people might be pissed if he doesn't like answer his challenge?
Yeah, I mean, depending on what it is. I mean, there's a if it was like Gunther or something, that's a big match. But if it was LA Knight now, like we'd heard about, and I'm not saying any of these happen. So I feel like it would have to be really strong, either story-wise or confrontation-wise. Otherwise, yeah, people are going to be pissed that it's not Obafemi, because that's what clearly the fans want right now.
Thank you so much. Let's see. We got W. Karams here. It says, my mental mania card is filling up. Do you guys think both Melo and Penta defend on the show? Really hoping Melo doesn't just get a SmackDown before WrestleMania match. I think Carmelo has been busting his ass, has shown that he can work with any competitor. He should be on a night of WrestleMania. Thank you, W. Karams. We also got Infamous Raider Loco here. It says, see you at Dynamite, Denise. Great Raw. La Primera. Oh, I loved that promo today. She called her lazy, a dumb blonde, saying she's out there hiding behind a trashy man and having her friends go after her. I'm still digging what they're doing here with Stephanie and Liv. And I like that promo today. I thought that Stephanie really hit her where it hurts, because how do you go out there and call someone lazy? Like, that's really insulting.
Well, I guess when she said, before she's had it the easy way and she's not apologizing for it.
Yup. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, guys. Well, there you have it. That was our Monday Night Raw post show. A lot to get into, but I think next week's Raw is going to be even more newsworthy, because Brock's going to be on, Roman's going to be on, Becky versus AJ Lee versus Bailey, a bunch of other stuff. So that's like the main stuff though that's been announced, and so we'll be here talking about all of that. Before we go, just a friendly reminder to everybody that this Saturday is my first ever live show, March 14th at the Hollywood Improv. My guest is going to be Willow Nightingale. And I also learned that we are down to the final tickets, guys. Like, that's it. Like, the final tickets. I can't even believe it. So if you were considering going, maybe you were on the fence, now is the time to get the tickets over at the Hollywood Improv's website, or you can go to the link in the description box below of this video, or you can scan the QR code that you see here right now on the screen, or you can go to the links in my bios of social media. Wherever you want, you can get your tickets. Also, I am doing a VIP. If you buy VIP tickets, you get a meet and greet with me, and you also get a free signed 8x10 as part of the VIP. So a lot of good stuff is happening. Very excited to meet so many of you guys there at the show. Again, March 14th at the Hollywood Improv, the day before AEW Revolution. Robin, tell the people where they can follow you on social media.
Yeah, at Robin Lundberg is the handle. You see it right there. YouTube, of course, Robin Lundberg Show over there. And regularly, as he said now, fairly regularly on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7.
Yeah, seriously. All right, guys, make sure you support Robin. Let tag, bust it open. Let them know you want to hear more of Robin on the show. And then as for me, you guys already know, subscribe to the channel. Keep an eye out for the channel, on the channel, because a lot of cool stuff is happening here. So subscribe, and I will hopefully see you guys at the show. And the next stream that I'm doing here on the channel is SmackDown and Revolution. All righty, everybody. Bye.
Eat.